It's time for Wisconsin race fans to gather round. Welcome to the Racing RoundUp Show, and thanks for joining us for our 42nd consecutive season. We are your destination for news and interviews from the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, NASCAR, and more. With the support of our great sponsors, the Racing RoundUp Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsport show held in front of a live audience. And tune in every Saturday morning at 11:30 to CW18 Milwaukee to catch Milwaukee's only motorsports show. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing RoundUp Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? Glad to see you. Thanks for being part of our show. Looking forward to having you join us tonight. We are in a special location for a very special occasion. It's Bobby G's birthday. Why not celebrate Oak Creek Automotive Night at a favorite place of his, the Cellar in Oak Creek? We're hanging out with you until, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever. We're having a lot of fun. We're talking a bunch of racers that are sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. We have special guests lined up. They have brought their race cars and race carts. So there's a car show on the grass. We're at the Cellar in Oak Creek at 812 West Oakwood Road in Oak Creek. It's Oak Creek Automotive Night. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of racers talk to us here in the program. And it's a huge Johnson & Sons paving road show. So thanks for being part of it. Come on down. We have some great giveaways after the show, race tickets, and a whole lot more. Bring your appetite, too, for some amazing homemade pizza. My son swears by the steak sandwich or anything else on the menu is awesome. It's a car show. Bench race the racers and fans. They've got a beautiful tent. We're hanging out in the outdoor patio. It extends now with a big full tent behind one of the area's oldest establishments. It's been over 150 years in place here. The Cellar, Bill and Shirley and the staff here are amazing. It's a lot of fun to be with you here tonight at our broadcast. Chris Klemko joins us as the point leader in both the wing and non-wing sprints at Wilmot Raceway. He brought some race tickets with him. There's a lot going on at Wilmot Raceway. We're talking to him as well. We've got a lot of racers that race at Wilmot Raceway, including the man who's second in points in the bumper-to-bumper Auto Value IRA Outlaw Series. That would be Logan Julian. He's going to be here with us. Trinity UTEC has your number 7 Wisconsin wingless car out front. Bill Holland is in this week's In the Group, reported by Johnson & Sons Paving. Looking forward to seeing Bill, who's here tonight, hanging out with us, doing a lot of great things. We'll cover the NASCAR in Interstate Battles of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. And we'll go around the upper Midwest with our Bonafide Security Solutions short track report as well. Bill Holland is going to be hanging out with us all night. Bunch of racers that he's talked to and highlighted throughout the years will be here tonight as well. It's going to be a can't-miss show. So I encourage you to join the racing crowd out here on the patio at the Cellar, 812 West Oakwood Road in Oak Creek. If you can't join us tonight, make sure you make this as a definite stop for a Friday fish fry or even some awesome food. Great prime rib. They have a lot of great homemade food here that they make and are known for their great food. So come on down and join the Cellar on any given night. They're great folks, and we look forward to supporting them as well. They're great friends of Bobby and Oak Creek Automotive. It's Oak Creek Automotive Night. Bobby Gutenek's on the way. We've got tickets to give away. We've got prizes to give away. We got racers to talk to. Let's do it. We'll come right back after these words on a Johnson & Sons Paving Road Show at the Cellar in Oak Creek.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing RoundUp Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing RoundUp. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsor.
Johnson & Sons Paving is an asphalt and concrete paving contractor serving southern Wisconsin and proudly sponsors our weekly Bill Holland in the Groove segment. Trust a team of experts offering a full range of asphalt and concrete construction services for customers from Dane County to Fond du Lac and from Sheboygan to Kenosha County. Johnson & Sons Paving is proud to meet or beat their clients' timeline while exceeding expectations. Homeowners and business owners alike depend on the racers at Johnson & Sons Paving to stay on budget and to get in and out quickly while keeping their property safe and accessible at all times. For all of your asphalt and concrete needs, get started by going online to johnsonsonspaving.com.
Automatic Transmission Design is located in Germantown, Wisconsin. They've been hard at work the last 15 years in perfecting the best performance racing transmissions and converters. The folks at ATD have made it possible to offer the best quality and most affordably priced winning components for off-road, drag racing, truck pulling, and circle track applications. ATD may not be the biggest or most famous company in the marketplace, but they have the will and put in that extra effort to provide you with the best products available. ATD's certified technicians go through a comprehensive quality checklist on every transmission and converter they build. Then it's tested on their in-house dyno. Only then is the product ready for shipment to the customer. ATV takes these steps to provide you with the best quality products every time. They are 100% guaranteed. Their no returns policy makes sure it's right the first time. The next time you need a performance transmission or converter, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Join the racing crowd every Saturday at 11:30 for the Racing Roundup Show, Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show. We have racing highlights, news, and interviews from the Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and more. With great support from our sponsors, our host Jim Trado and expert reporters cover all things motorsports. Visit RacingRoundupShow.com. For 42 years and counting, the Racing Roundup Show is the destination program for Wisconsin race fans.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show, America's longest-running weekly motorsports program held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd. Now let's get back to our host, the PA voice of the Daytona 500. You've seen him on Flow Racing's coverage of the Snowball Derby and Slinger Nationals, and on Track TV's coverage of the ASA Stars National Tour. Once again, here is Jim Trado.
Thanks, everybody, for being part of our show. Looking forward to having you come join us here with the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's Oak Creek Automotive Night, and we want to thank the following folks for bringing out their beautiful machines of all sorts and sizes. Itch brought out his 28 Ford pickup truck. Thank you, Itch, for bringing that. Mark Goodman brought his 78 Pinto with his Kawicki door. Mario Angiolo and John Risser brought out their beautiful vintage Honda and Suzuki motorcycles. Thanks, guys, for bringing those down again. Cody Potter and Al Atkinson brought their street stock. Brendan Ostrowski brought his Sport Mod, sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive. There's a theme tonight for that. Brittany Utek is here with her number 7 non-wing sprint car. James Swan brought out his number 97 street stock, just painted up like Alan Kawicki's car he raced back in the day, about 1981 circa. Jacob Majeski's also here. Mini Mojo's here. He's going to be racing this weekend at Badger Kart Club's Millwright Raceway, a big points race for him. We'll talk to him about all the great things he's doing in karting, and we're looking forward to having you join us to see these racers, get their autographs, hang out, and bench race with us here at the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's Oak Creek Automotive Night. I want to thank our friends at Rapina Realty for making this show possible. They're very much involved with making sure your home or property, commercial property, building, house, you want to buy one, sell one, go to the right place, Rapina Realty. Their website's rapinarealty.com. They can find your next dream home as well. Not all realtors are the same. Knowledge is power. Higher knowledge. The website, again, is rapinarealty.com. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Glad to have you with us here on this program. It's a lot of fun talking to a bunch of racers. It's more fun talking to a racer that's been in business and supporting racers that we'll have throughout the week on our show. How about a big hand and a big welcome, everybody, for our live audience here watching the Racing Roundup Show for Bobby Goodneck and his nephew Ryan and Ryan's boy Weston.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, guys.
You bet.
I know it's a tradition we have you guys on first for a very good reason, Bob, because you have a lot of race drivers, again, your sponsor, are going to try to talk to this evening.
Yeah, we sure do.
When it comes to these kind of racing, it's not just one kind of racing. You are sponsoring all sorts of racing, from karts on up to guys that are running at the Snowball Derby, for goodness sake.
Right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
just like seeing everybody do good, and I can help them out, get a little bit further up what they can do.
And you've been hands-on, too. When you had a chance to break away from your 80-hour work weeks, you have a chance to go racing, right?
Right.
Do you take turns? Do you have a priority? Do you have a need to go to some races that you can make?
Well, we try to make Sunday nights with Ryan up at Slinger, but if I got the weekend off, I try to go help Penn Sauter, or once in a while we help Richie Waters with whoever he has in the car, if it's Hosevar or McGee or whatever's in the car. But, yeah, so I jump around. And usually when I go with Richie Waters, it's down south someplace through the winter part of it. But for the main part is coming here Sunday, help Ryan out, and if I'm in the country. And
got back Friday from where?
I just got back from Africa.
Africa, yeah. So, world traveler, but he also loves racing in every form. We're talking to a bunch of racers on the program. Ryan, for you, it's been kind of a family deal. Between your dad, who is Bobby's brother, George, it's been really a long, fun process, hasn't it? Winning championships and still getting to go racing with your family.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why, like, you see Weston up here. Like, I grew up around it when I was Weston's age, watching Bob at Hales Corners and, all my heroes there. And then when I got to start doing it, I mean, it's cool that it's still a family thing. The car's at my dad's house. It's always him and Bob's old crew working on the car with me, and it's really a family affair.
Yeah, I know what Bob said at one point. It might have been a hijacking of the crew.
Yeah,
I took a little hiatus for a while racing, and then when I came back, I'm like, all my guys stayed with him. But that's okay. I had a good time. When I came back and raced, I had some other guys helping, and it was a good time for the last couple of years. And I miss it. I guarantee I miss it every weekend watching the racing. I don't miss the 6 days before that race, though.
In my defense, though, he retired in 2010.
Exactly. I'm saying I agree.
All right.
I agree.
Some guys never say that word.
Yeah. He just came back in 2011, so.
So he did do the unretired.
Yeah.
Well, I missed 1 year, 11. Okay. I just came back a little bit at 12 and then went back full-time in 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of racing across the state. When it comes to watching Ryan race, Slinger's been the majority of his racing, but when you get a chance, do you ever bring stuff back to Ryan and saying, hey, this is what these guys tried, or you had a chance to see Casey Johnson win his 4th Midwest Tour Championship. You're sponsoring his race car. Right. Can any of that kind of come back to what Ryan's doing with his guys?
A little bit, but it's so changed from when I stopped racing now. It's so much different, all these bump stops and all that stuff, so I really don't know it. So I let them figure it out and talk to people. Me and Casey talk a lot, and then we try to help Ryan out a little bit, and they exchange ideas. But I'm going to support them. Here, you need tires, you need this. I'm going to support it. We put a new engine in the car this year, but when it comes to the chassis setup, I have no clue.
Well, that's a good thing, though, because you got some pretty smart people with you, right?
Correct, yes.
Ryan, who do you all have helping you on your race car?
Yeah, Steve's the crew chief. He helped out Bob since he was, 18 years old. Now he's almost 60, I think. I don't know. But, so I got Steve. He's the crew chief. He's the brains behind it. My dad, Skeeter, Glenn, Jimmy Latman. I got a great group of guys, and we click together really well. So it's always in Weston. He comes to the shop now and helps. We just moved down the road from the shop, so it's nice. Now Weston can come to the shop and help out. And
so for you, it's walkable. For him, it's got to be powered something, right? Is it power wheels? Is it power motorcycle? Is it a scooter? What has he got?
He likes riding his scooter, and I sit behind him in my truck at like 4 miles an hour, and we make our way there. But it is nice being able to bring him to the shop now. And if we want to start go-karting with him, then he needs to learn the work on the race cars, and that's the most important part. I mean, everybody likes the fun on race day, but this time in the shop is really where it happens, and that's one thing that any racer will tell you. One
question about Weston. Does he have any fences in the way between Grandpa's house with the shop and your now new house 4 doors down?
No. There's wild turkeys, though, and he's not a fan of turkeys. So, I don't know. He may not make his way down there without me, so I don't know.
When it comes to racing, you're racing Sunday nights at Slinger Super Speedway in the late models. You also have a super late model. What's the progress report there with the cars you're going to try to run this year?
We actually, so all winter long, we worked on the super. We hung a new body on it, went through the chassis, went through everything on it, and we haven't brought it out yet. Slinger did a really good job of bumping the purse up, and it brought in a lot of really good guys. Ty Majeski being one of them that runs, almost weekly. Casey Johnson, Gabe Summers, a lot of big guys. And it's like, I'm looking at the schedule, I'm like, okay, well, there's going to be a lot of guys to the opener because it was a Midwest Tour race. There's going to be a lot of guys at the next race because it was the Pepsi Challenge or whatever it's called now. So we haven't got it out yet. The late model car, we've been, like Bob said, we put a new motor in it, put a body on that one. But the late models are on a new tire for us, and it's the same tire the trucks ran. So I got feedback from like James Swan and Brad Mueller and stuff on that, but we've been struggling with it. It just seems like almost like when we put the new stub on it last year, we maybe got something screwed up and we just don't have it squared up yet, or I'm not liking these tires, or what the deal is. It's really hard to pass. Qualifying's been so tight there. Last weekend, R.J. Braun was third. He had a 11.90, and I had a 12.06, and I was 11th.
Wow.
Like, it's super tight. Like, And then so you start behind the invert and you try and pass, and with these tires, it's really hard to pass. So.
And the cars are that equal.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
on the race too.
It makes really nice side-by-side racing for the fans and all that, but if you don't make the invert, you got your work cut out for you.
Gotcha. When you have a chance to get on your own personal vehicle and you're like, hey, I need it repaired, I need an emission test, I need to get my tires rotated, I need a new battery, Oak Creek Automotive is the place to go. You're a great supporter of our show as well, Bob, but maybe tell folks where you are and hours of operation and where we can find you to get some more business through the door.
Well, we've been in Oak Creek 38 years, and on 27th and Drexel. And my hours, we changed it now. We just made it really simple. It's 7 to 6 every day, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
And pretty much we stock some stuff, but otherwise, I can deal with so many places to get parts pretty quick. And got 5 good mechanics and keep everybody busy.
Do you work on everything? Car-wise, small truck-wise, almost, right?
Pretty much. We just had a customer call up today and asked if we'd work on a BMW, and I said, well, if it's suspension, brakes, or oil changes, yes. If it's a run drivability, I don't have the equipment. Well, but otherwise, pretty much everything else.
Yeah, I mean, the neat thing, though, is you're supporting a family business. You're going to a place that knows what they're doing. You're supporting a racer that's supporting a bunch of other racers. Mm-hmm. I like going there just to hang out in the waiting room because you don't know who's going to walk in.
You never know.
Darren Travis walks in. Parts guy comes in. He's like, hey, weren't you just at Slinger last week? Like, yeah, what's going on? So it's a lot of fun to be around that all the time.
It is a lot of fun there.
When it comes to your mechanics, though, they have to know a lot, too. And there's some really good people you have working with you.
Yes. I got one guy's been with me. Like I said, I've been there 38 years, and I think he's been with me like 30, almost 32 of them. So
he's a 2-wheel racer, by the way, not a 4.
Yeah, he's an ASI racer, and but otherwise, most of my people have been with me for a good 10, 12, 15 years, and we just hired a new guy named Nate. He's been there for about 3 months, and he's really coming into the family with us and working out. And I have a female mechanic, Amy. She's been awesome, and her son actually races at Jefferson now in a 6-cylinder, whatever it is. So he's doing pretty good. So it's just funny. Kids hang around, and all of a sudden, next thing you got a race car, and I'm helping them out.
Huh, and somehow they pull it in the back of the shop. Hey, Bobby, can you help me out with this or that? It's so much fun.
Well, what's nice with them 6-cylinder, they only have regular car tires, so I go in the back tire shed, and whatever you can find for tires, put them on.
That's the secret right there.
Yeah.
Hey, that train horn makes us think of one thing. Go to Oak Creek Automotive, South 27th and Drexel. You can find them on Facebook as well. It's a great place to go get your car worked on by a bunch of racers that know what they're doing. We'll be right back with more on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. Stay tuned.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Hang on, Weston. It's kind of like you're at recess, but now it's like now you're back in school. Now we got to talk. We got to keep you here longer. Got to hang out before the sugar kicks in. Maybe it's not. I don't know. The neat thing about that is that portion was going to be for our TV show on Saturday. So spread the word. 11:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. We're on CW18 Milwaukee. It's a great show. We take portions of our show on Tuesdays, promote other kind of racing. We got some great sponsors, including Oak Creek Automotive. You can actually see Bobby working in the brand new painted showroom. We were there right after they got done painting it. So it's really neat to see how that all works with his shop. And when it comes to this kind of stuff, though, Bob, there's a lot of work that goes into this. Folks are hitting you up all the time, but you are great with saying, I make this a sensible reason. I want to sponsor that car for this reason. I want to go to Wilmot and sponsor this car or that car. Mm-hmm. But you're still active in it. You're there. You want to make sure they win races.
Yes, exactly. Well, I was just, like I said, I came back from Africa on Saturday, and I'm looking at Facebook, whatever, on the way back in an airplane, and the guy that now bought the car from the guy that bought it from me is going to go to Cedar Rapids this Saturday and race for the first time. And I'm like, all excited. Okay, we got Ryan don't race till Sunday. I got Saturday off. I'm going to run down to Cedar Rapids Saturday morning, go watch him race my car and see how it really goes. And I get home, and Sandy goes, it's Weston's birthday party Saturday, so I'm not going to Cedar Rapids. I'm going to whatever that is, Dover or whatever town it is.
Waterford.
Waterford.
Yeah. Close. How old is Weston going to be on Saturday?
He'll be 5.
Oh, my.
So
he's right in that wheelhouse, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go start talking to Mojo, I think. So.
You can talk to Johnny Sauter. He had to wait till he was 18.
Yeah. So did I. Because
he was still racing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mom wouldn't let me race in go-karts, so.
He just showed up with a foursome one day, and we started racing.
Where are the windows? I don't know. Where are the headlights? I don't know. Where's the interior? I don't know. I'm going racing, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. Dad, I'm taking the truck.
When it comes to this race car, Ryan, you mentioned the people helping you, but you got some really long-term people around you as well. Who else is supporting your efforts along with Oak Creek Automotive?
Kevin Barker's always been a big help, and so he helps out with what he can. Your brother does awesome work. Takes care of the car, makes sure
Bob
it looks
Trado, Signwriter, does fine things like what's behind us as well.
Yeah.
He does signs, he does race car
So we were
graphics.
still putting the body on the car, and it was Saturday night, or no, it was Friday night, and we were still putting the body on the car. He came over to the shop to put numbers and Oak Creek Automotive on it. I'm like, well, the doors are on. There's no fenders. There's no nose, so do what you can. Rockers, he just did on the bench. Here you go, So, I mean, it's awesome that he's so close, and just you can call him up, a retired mailman, so he's got nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. Nothing.
But Stellar Pub, they came on a couple years ago. It's great to have them with us. Hilltop Auto Wrecking out of Wausau. We got to be friends with them through Mid-Am Racing, and they're great people up there. So it's great. We had a long-term commitment or family with all of them. IBEW's been on for a couple of years. It's great to have them. So.
And they sponsor race cars. They sponsor race nights. There's a lot of people.
I don't know.
Involved.
We gotta call Todd Pauly and find out who sponsors more cars, Oak Creek Automotive or IBEW, because you see them everywhere now.
It's great to know you got that kind of support. And I do know that when it comes to racing, you want to be everywhere you can be. Bobby's found a home on the rocker panel between the front and rear tire on a lot of race cars. Casey Johnson, Penn Sauter. I know that you had to actually hand transport some graphics down south because you were sponsoring one of Richie Waters' cars.
Correct.
How the rocker panel come to be as the Oak Creek Automotive spot to place?
It was a bunch of years ago when we were helping Dennis Lampman out, and Butch Miller always had jegs on the side of the car, and every time you took a picture, that's all you could see was jegs. And I'm like, we could see the hood or the trunk and the roof, and I'm like, I want the rocker panel. I know a lot of people pay more money for the hood, but you take a picture of the car, you always want the number, and underneath that number is Oak Creek Automotive. So.
It's all the reason to come on down and join us at the cellar. You'll probably find Bobby and Sandy doing some kind of fish fry at some point. They love the food here. Trains go by often, so if you want to have that atmosphere, that's a real train going by that way now to Chicago. We're at 812 West Oakwood Road in Oak Creek. The Cellar Pub and Grill makes homemade pizza, steak sandwiches to die for. They've got great appetizers. This outdoor seating is awesome. Big fans going, a lot of wind blowing around here. They have these windows can actually up and down, close. I had Thanksgiving, I think on Friday Thanksgiving, I came out here with Bobby, and we had a nice dinner on that Friday. The windows are down, heat was outgoing, so it's a year-round hot spot, as well as a great place to kind of take a poke a nose around in the interior because it's a 150-year-old building that they're using as the main bar. We're hanging out here on the patio. How about a big hand for Bobby Guteneck, Weston, and Ryan Guteneck. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for your support, too. Really appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you.
We're talking racers, racing, race results, and more. This is the Racing Roundup Show at Johnson & Sons Paving Road Show at the Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about truck track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club Points Racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable. Life is full of questions. Is the presentation ready for work tomorrow? Why is there so much traffic at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday? Are your in-laws visiting this weekend or next? You've got plenty of things to worry about. Whether your car will start shouldn't be one of them. With an outrageously dependable battery under your hood, you can cross one of those questions off your list, which gives you time to answer more things like,
are we there yet?
Interstate Batteries, delivering the most trustworthy source of power to the world since 1952.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th and Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much. American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters, and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
Father's Day. Give Dad what he really wants. Racing! It's a huge doubleheader with the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. Father's Day Sunday, June 21st. Slinger Super Speedway for the Badger State 325. Plus the Midwest Truck Series and an on-track autograph session before the big race. Then on Tuesday, June 23rd, Madison International Speedway for the Capital 200. Plus a driver meet and greet autograph session before the race. Don't miss your chance to see the best in super late model racing. Get tickets and full info now. StarsNationalTour.com.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our live broadcast. I'll call it that because we're hanging out with you on a Tuesday night at the Speller Bar and Grill. The pub and grill is open inside. The outside's awesome. We're hanging out with a bunch of racers, a bunch of race cars in the driveway as well. Come on down and join us for Oak Creek Automotive Night tonight. This portion of our show is brought to you by BMR Electric Carts in Random Lake. They have e-bikes and scooters in stock in your choice of colors. An average of 20 Icon electric and gas golf carts are in stock, including a new shipment of brand new in-stock Icon i60 LX6 passenger carts. Brad Miller is Wisconsin's only Icon gas and electric cart dealer. Check out their Facebook page, BMR Electric Carts Company. Time now for the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. See the racers at Team Bonafide for custom-made security doors, program card access, cameras, and alarm systems for your home or business, plus on-call locksmiths and more. It's a lock. Call Bonafide at 262-790-9400 or go online to bonafidesafe.com. They protect what you value. Congrats to Sheldon Hondenchild and Carson Macedo, the big winners of the World of Outlaw Sprint Car races this past Saturday night at the Plymouth Dirt Track in Sheboygan and Sunday night at Angel Park Speedway and Sun Prairie, respectively. Point leader David Gravel's night at Plymouth ended with a contact with the front stretch wall. Donnie Schatz snap flipped on the opening lap of the feature on Sunday night. Anderson Maple Syrup sponsored Outlaws full-timer Bill Baylog finished 23rd and a strong third at the Prairie. We're going to be talking to the driver that represented the locals, if you will. Logan Julian finished by far the best. The regional racers with a finish of 8th on Saturday and 10th on Sunday night in the Outlaws A Main. The Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing Series was racing 2 nights in northwest Wisconsin this past week with Kyle Larson, the winner, both nights at Red Cedar Speedway in Menominee and at Gondak Law Speedway. Won them both. Among the regional stars racing with high limits, Scotty Neisel finished 22nd at Red Cedar, with Alex Pokorski 17th, Will Garrett's 18th, and Austin Hartman 24th at Gondak Law. Recent show guest Ben Schmidt won his third feature at Plymouth in the 360s on Saturday night. The IRA Outlaws race this Friday night at Outagamie Speedway in Seymour and Saturday night at Shawano Speedway. 24 drivers from 5 states signed in this past Sunday to race the AFS Badger Midgets at Angel Park Speedway. Team Bonafide driver Will Garretts drove to victory Sunday in just his third ever midget race. He won the race over Jake Newman and Luke Wackerman. Next up for the Mighty Midgets, joined the program at the Plymouth Dirt Track this Saturday. Our Dean Strong was on the live call on Track TV at Dalton Zier, went on to win the Appalachian Sucker Punch 100 ASA Midwest Tour race Saturday night at Norway Speedway in the UP. It was his second straight win in Norway and 7th career win on the tour. Justin Mondyke, Gabe Summers completed the top 5 where Oak Creek Automotive sponsored fast qualifier Penn Sauter and Casey Johnson. Diamond Racing Wheels brings us the Dells Raceway Park coverage. They sponsor the weekly division Fast Dashes and are your destination for custom chrome finishes, wheels, stock car, road racing, autocross, dirt track, and off-road beadlock wheels, and more. Their website, diamondracingwheels.com. 4-time and defending Dells late model champ Mike Litchfield rolled from 9th to victory in the 35-lap feature Saturday night. Diamond Wheels Fast Dash winner Jesse Bernigan finished second in the feature. First-time feature winner Chris Harmon and veteran Dave Troop picked up the Sportsman feature twin bill. Defending modified champ Matt Pate won the 19-car modified main, while last year's hobby stock champ Waylon Robinson raced from row 3 on the start to checkers in the 25-lapper. Tyler Vincetich won the Bandits. This Saturday features a full slate of NASCAR local racing, joined by the Wisconsin Sport Trucks and Vintage Cars, qualifying at 4:30, racing at 6. The website, DellsRacewayPark.com. Last week's show guest on the show, Evan Hassler, won the late model features Sunday night at Slinger Super Speedway over Zach Riddle and Tom Behrens. Oak Creek Automotive sponsor Ryan Gudnek finished 10th. We just heard from Ryan. If you haven't had a chance to see the beginning of our show, talk to Ryan about the great family effort they're putting forth this year by hitting the rewind button. Mason Wilcott topped the Slinger Bees. Nick Bruley, sponsored by Copperhead Gears, ruled the Sportsman Main, and Merrick Penkow topped the Super Bees. This Saturday night at Slingers is Slam Fest with school buses, figure eights, trailer races, and absolute chaos. It's rain or shine. Saturday, 6:30 p.m. is when they start racing around the track in all sorts of directions, and it's Saturday again, Slam Fest at Slinger. Maverick Rue beat Jake Richards in the feature after a side-by-side battle over the last 10 laps at Gravity Park Friday night in the Dirt Devil Grand National Series main. Mark Hepner won 2 features in stock cars and LS late models, with Jacob Renz the winner in sport mods. Heavy rains wiped out the rest of the program. Our Gravity Park coverage this season is sponsored by Race Car Components for Gearheads in Beaver Dam. You'll find their parts truck in the pits every Friday night at Gravity Park. To find out more about their in-stock parts, including MD3 body panels, G60 Hoosier tires, and championship-winning Copperhead Gears, search Copperhead Gears on Facebook. This Friday is an off week at Gravity Park. They'll be back in action on June 19th. Congrats to Illinois' Bobby Pierce for bagging $100,000 for winning the Eldora Late Model Dream on Saturday night. Riley Stengham in the Chase Motorsports number 47 won the Super Late Model feature last Thursday night at Wisconsin International Raceway in Kaukauna. Oak Creek Automotive sponsor Grant Griesbach, who we hope to have on the show before we end up here, raced the second ahead of my nephew, Travis Rodewald. Travis is racing supers this year, finished third in that blue and white number 27. TJ Sporowski won the Pro Late Model feature. It was Mason Kalmus topping the sport trucks, Jake Vanderberg in super stocks, Billy Schomer in the Sizzlin' Fours, and as the leaders tangled, Ethan Beatty raced from third to first and won the figure eights. Mike Reichenberger returned to WIR to run a quarter-mile late model for the first time in a family effort. Justin Johnson and Henry Needles won the division's twin 15-lap features. The red race is this Thursday at Kaukauna. Super late model race will be 51 laps in honor of Kyle Busch and his short track number. This Friday night at Madison International Speedway is Gas Fest. $2 chili, $1 hot dogs, $1 pickled eggs, and double features for late models. Yep, the 6 shooters and the High School Racing Association, along with the Milwaukee Stock Car Vintage Modifieds. For more, visit misracing.com. This Sunday is free admission to watch points race number 5 of the season at Millwright Raceway in Dowsman, home of the Badger Kart Club. It's also the first Junior Summer Series race of the season. Get helpful answers and learn more about one of the finest karting clubs in America by visiting their website, badgerkartclub.com. This Friday, I'll be working at Pocono Raceway and the production crew for the Arkham and Art Series race, which airs live on FS1 at 2 p.m. Central in Pennsylvania. CK Contractors LLC supports our Wilmot racing coverage for lot clearing or brush debris or lot grading, you name it. They can tackle any big project, including Lake Michigan shore restoration, pond building, and more. Hire the professionals, Chris Klemko, and the racers at ckcontractorsllc.com. You can trust them to do it right. This Saturday night at Wilmot is a big salute to the military with Military Appreciation Night featuring the Midwest Legends Dirt Series, Wisconsin Wingless Sprints, Street Stocks, Bandits, and Wing Crate Sprints. Then this Monday, June 15th at Wilmot, is the Kenosha County Fairgrounds hosting the Dirt Car Late Model Summer Nationals Hell Tour with IMCA Modifieds. Pits open at 2, grandstand gates at 4, racing at 6:45. Details at WilmotRaceway.com, or just stick around right here right now. So we're talking to 3 special guests that all have racing in their blood and racing at Wilmot Raceway to boot. Let's bring in the point leader at Wilmot Raceway in both the wing sprints and the non-wing sprints on a weekly basis, Chris Klemko. Chris, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
It's awesome to see you here. As busy as you are, racing 2 divisions, helping run with the Kenosha County Fairgrounds the racing efforts. I mean, it's a lot going on in your world, man. Things are going right for a change, right? You're leading points in both.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good this year. It's been pretty nice, and I got a really good crew, so I don't have to have a lot of involvement with the car during the week. They kind of get it all ready for me, and I show up and drive, and we've been doing okay. And
you also have a 410 wing sprint car that you might pull out every now and then, right?
Yeah, every now and again. We're currently building a new one, so
Okay.
We'll hopefully have that out in a couple weeks. But that's just for fun, though.
This is our first chance to certainly tell you how much we feel for you and your family with the passing of your sister Natalie, and she was your teammate. I know you got some other teammates helping you out, but it's kind of different without Natalie here to race with you. But I'm sure people have rallied around you in the pits as we're trying to do as well.
Yeah, it's been a pretty hard couple months. Natalie, she was the heart and soul of the team. She did everything from our social media to our merchandise to making sure the coolers were stocked. She was the best, and it's been a tough couple months. But
yeah, she's a racer too, and it's great to see that there's a lot of things that are going continuing on, including the kids club at Wilmot. That she got help going this year. It's a big bonus for the families to have some fun at Wilmot Raceway. I've got a couple of posters. Let's talk about these, Chris. Summer Nationals coming up this coming Monday night. DirtCarSummerNationals.com. I got a poster. I might even give it away. If you know where somebody can put that would get more ticket sales. This is pretty cool. You guys are like all over this.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of social media marketing, a lot of advertising for a lot of our shows this year, and this is one of them. It's the second year they've been back. They were gone for about 7-8 years, and we got them back last year, and they came back again this year, and we're thrilled to have them. It's going to be a great night. The weather looks beautiful. It's about 75 degrees on Monday it shows, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Should be expecting quite a few cars.
And you're racing Saturday night,
Yep.
and then turning around, getting the track ready, getting everything in concessions restocked, all the buns and hot dogs and hamburgers and all the great food you guys offered there for a Monday night show.
Yep.
How much planning goes into that?
Oh, a lot of planning. Everything starts. Actually, I was at the track yesterday. I was at the track today working on it. We got a lot of rain coming the next couple days, so got to get the track ready to take rain, shed the water off, so we can race Saturday and Monday. Our concession staff, they usually start working on Wednesday, Thursday, prepping food for the weekend. So they were there today because we got a 2-day show, and there's a lot of prep that goes into that. So
a lot of work, so make sure you come hungry, enjoy the beverages, enjoy the concessions, because there's a lot of people that are putting on some great things for you to enjoy the races in that beautiful new grandstand. Concrete slab, beautiful aluminum bleachers, great amenities. It's really a lot of fun. We're going to do this little chunk for our television show. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Glad to have you join here. We're talking about Wilmot Raceway. WilmotRaceway.com is the website. The location on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. Joining us is Chris Klemko, who currently leads the points in the Wisconsin wingless sprints as well as the 604 winged sprint cars. Chris, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Joining us now is also a driver who finished second back in May with the first appearance for the IRA Outlaw Sprint Series. Logan Julian, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And racing against Chris in the wingless cars is Trinity UTEC, who races her own number 7 family operation with a generations of UTECs racing at Wilmot. Thank you for being here, Trinity.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for bringing the car down, too. We hang out a live audience every Tuesday. We love the idea we can hang out with racers, and thanks for bringing the car.
Of course.
Was it a lot of work to get cleaned up for this one?
Oh, no. No, we already had it ready.
She's racing in the Wisconsin Wingless Series, the traveling series. She raced once at Wilmot. And, Chris, you're primarily racing at Wilmot, or are you also racing other races when you can?
If we can, we'll make it to another track, but primarily we're at Wilmot every weekend, so our schedule there kind of holds us right to that track. So.
And, Logan, I know that racing now, is this your second or third year racing full-time with the IRA Outlaws?
This is my third.
Wow. And he's got one more year of high school to go. Just saying. Just saying. You just got out of high school, right? You're done now?
No, I just finished my junior year. Well, yeah, I'm done for this year. Now it's just summer. Now I'm working and racing.
Now, when it comes to the IRA Outlaws, they race at all over the place. And I know that, Chris, you get a chance to race every now and then away from Wilmot. I'm going to ask Logan first. What do you enjoy about racing at Wilmot and the success you had in May? I know it's not been the most successful track for you, but what's it like when everything's working right at Wilmot Raceway in a 410 sprint car?
Yeah, I mean, it's great, especially, I mean, like you said, the last couple times we've been there, it's just been like a super racy track, you know. I remember last year, you know, I had the lead, you know, in a late restart, and I made a mistake, fell back right to third, and the top three were going at it for, it seemed like, you know, 15 laps, trading the lead back and forth. And then fast forward to this year, me and Will Armitage, you know, we had a really good race. I think it was all 30 laps, you know, trading the lead through lap traffic, you know, lanes all over the racetrack to run, and everything was great. So, yeah, Wilmot's a really fun place. IRA goes there quite a bit, and they always put on a great show.
And Wilmot Raceway is where you've been a lot, but Will Armitage is now new to the series. How many other people bug you when you go traveling outside or when you're at Wilmot and they walk up the back gate of your hauler and say, what do you got for gear? What do you run for stagger? What kind of effort is that now that you've been doing this forever, 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different than, like our first year running. There's a lot more people kind of coming up to us and just asking us questions, because obviously we've progressed a ton in the last few years. But, I mean, the guys that have come in, like Will Armitage and Paul Nienheiser, they're both, two really experienced drivers. And it seems like no matter where they go, they're always right on the gun right away, especially Paul. He's been to all these tracks have been new to him, and he's gone to like 141. He won there. LaSalle, he was doing great there. Wilmot was doing great there. Those guys are really tough to beat, but I guess we'll just see how the season plays out.
So if you don't know, every now and then, Chris Klemko has to line up somewhere in the same race as Trinity UTEC. So I'm guessing, Trinity, it's kind of fun to race with Chris and other guys that have been doing this a lot longer than you have to really get some good laps in and get some good results.
Yeah, a lot of these guys raced with my dad before I did, so they have probably more years of racing experience than I've been alive. So it's difficult to race against a lot of these guys like, Tim Cox, or they have more years of racing experience than I do, again, being alive. So it's difficult to race against these guys, especially being the only girl. But I do enjoy it. I love racing, so.
When it comes to Wilmot Raceway, what do you like there? Because I think you probably had the most laps there in a wingless sprint car, right?
Yes, for sure. I love Wilmot Raceway just because my family's been there for so long. Again, I'm a fourth-generation driver, so when I go to Wilmot, oh my gosh, there's people I don't even know that are UTECs that come out of the woodwork that I didn't even know I was related to. There's so many of us. So it's.
So they have the same last name, not just they saw your dad race 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Just checking. That's got to be a little motivating for you, too.
Yes, yeah. It's a lot of pressure, but I handle it well. I have a big family of racing, so whenever there's a family get-together, we're always talking racing. So. And
the neat thing about Wilmot Raceway is, Chris, you guys have added camping now. You guys have a 2-day World of Outlaws show coming up. There's a lot going on around the racetrack, on the grounds.
Yeah, there's a lot. We made a lot of facility upgrades. We put in the new grandstands a couple of years ago, which most of all the aluminum from the new grandstands came from Rockingham International Speedway. Last year we added 800 seats, about 900 seats actually in the pits. That came from Rockford Speedway, and then we expanded the campground. The campground was about 25, 30 sites, and now we have 112 sites. So we're actually making a lot of improvements and putting a lot of money into the facility, and it's definitely showing. We're getting some really big shows coming. A lot of other series are calling us, wanting to come to our facility and be a part of it. And, with a 2-day World of Outlaws show now, actually it's, the party kicks off on the 9th, Thursday night. We have.
I'm just being obvious. Go ahead.
We have a fish fry. Rhonda Sexton has Twisted Cuisine Catering, and this will be the third year now. She'll do a fish fry on Thursday night, and the first year was really good. The second year was really, really good, and this year's going to be even bigger. The Outlaws are going to be in Michigan that night racing now, so we actually have a new Jumbotron in our new Creekside building we just put up last year. It's a 20 by 20 big screen that we're going to live stream the Outlaw race Thursday night. So while you're there enjoying the campfire, some drinks, having a fish fry, you can watch the Outlaws now too. So,
are you planning on racing with the Outlaws if you have your car done in time?
My car will be done for that weekend. Yes, I will be racing.
So when it comes to racing with the Outlaws and having the chance at your home track, what does that effort take for you as a racer that knows the track? But those guys have raced across the country now, making a living doing it.
I just try to keep up and stay out of their way. They're the pros at it, and like I said, I'm just having fun doing it. The 410 is nothing but just pure fun. If we do good, we do really good with that car. The non-wing car and our crate wing car are two main priorities. We're doing really well with that, both those series this year. And the 410 is just, something to do.
Absolutely, a lot of fun. A lot of things going on at Wilmot Raceway. The website's wilmotraceway.com. There is a IRA Wilmot race on Saturday, August 22nd. There's open 410 sprint car race Saturday, August 8th. They're racing every Saturday, whether it be a tractor pull, racing during the fair in August on 3 nights with tractor pulls and a combine demo derby. All sorts of great things going on. And I got to mention that July 25th, the American Big Rig Racing Semi Showdown Yeah, we're racing the semis at Wilmot. Why not, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a big event. They've only been in Wisconsin on asphalt once, from what I'm told. They've never raced on dirt in Wisconsin. It's going to be a really big event. They're going to be anywhere from 8 to 12 semis coming up the race. And if anybody's seen any of the videos on social media, it's quite the show. They're not doing 10 miles an hour around the track, that's for sure.
It's a lot of fun, a lot of great things going on at Wilmot Raceway and the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. Check out their website, wilmotraceway.com. We'll be right back. So the beautiful thing of that is I have that kind of set aside, but we want to get information out there because this may air when people are watching it, or they're going to DVR it, Chris. And as far as you're as involved as you are, how many core people are involved at Wilmot to put on a race event?
To put on a race event between our track side staff, so I have two main people, Brent Schaufler and Dave Rudolph. Those are my Saturday night race directors. Come 4:30, 5 o'clock, I switch from track prep, making sure everything's ready, to into my race mode, they call it. So we have a lot of core people that help everything out. We got roughly 30 people on the track side, roughly 35 people on the concession side, merchandise, our security. It's close to 70 people on any given night.
Now, I know you were there hanging lights. You've been there doing a lot of different things to improve the place. You've been part of the landscaping that's awesome for the new Victory Lane a couple years ago. As part of your business, CK Contractors, that's a huge contribution for you. Do you have your own guys do that with you, or do you kind of do that on your own? I mean, there's a lot of things you bring to the party.
My guys are out there quite a bit. Whenever something needs to get done, we'll make time for it. If it's a Sunday or 2 o'clock on a Saturday right before showtime, if something needs to get done, I'll call the guys in and we'll make it happen. So,
Chris, who's helping you with your race car this year? Race cars, I should say.
Well, I got my crew chief, Joe Panic. He's been there since day one. Kevin Hinich, he's also been there. John Cronin, he's been there since day one. We got a couple new crew guys the last couple of years. Tommy Sexton's been racing for me the last couple of years on and off, and a couple of his crew guys, Ted, Logan, Craig, they all came aboard this year too.
Tommy's like second in points there in the wing crate stuff, right?
Yeah.
Slow that car down a little bit. It's your car. Come on, just slow that thing down a little bit.
Yeah, Tommy actually built my engines for me this year. And
he's the one in charge of the RPMs. Okay.
I think he gave me a better motor, so or I switched motors one night when he wasn't at the shop. So.
Gotcha.
But no, we got a pretty good group of people that's helping me get the cars to the track and everything. So I can't thank them enough. My two boys, Marshall and Cade, they're down there, when they can be every other weekend, and if they're not having water fights with the pressure washer, they're dumping over the buckets of soap. So
big playground, no problem there.
It's a big playground.
How about sponsors?
Well, we got Zerbal Concrete, the Next Gen Construction, Billingsley Engineering, Gulke Well Drilling, M3 Custom Creations, M3 Insurance. That's pretty much about it that I can think of. So
a lot of people. So if you want to see what's going on in the world of Chris Lemko, just stop by the 70 pits. You're going to find a lot of action. He might even put you to work. There's a lot of things to worry about, especially to run 2 divisions in one night sometimes, right?
Yeah, sometimes 3.
Yeah, a lot. Trinity, I think you're focused on 1 division right now, right?
Yep, just Wisconsin Wings.
How many races are you going to run this year?
All of them. I think there's 30 on the schedule.
Okay.
I had to skip one because I graduated from UW Whitewater.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Yep, I have a bachelor's degree in marketing and a minor in sociology.
Wow, cool. You have that applied to like race car sponsorship finding and stuff now?
I have been trying.
Or has it been like for the last 10 years you've been doing that?
My mom's pretty good at finding sponsorships, so she has a degree in marketing as well. So hopefully I'll start using mine soon here.
Who are your marketing partners this year, Trinity?
Shear Construction, obviously Oak Creek Automotive, the Keel Company, Sam I Am, Mr. Jim's Racing, Bodycraft, QA1 Precision Products, Simpson Race Products, QA1, Ultra Shield Race Products, Hefner Race Products, M3 Custom Creations, and Bailing Race Products.
And crew?
Yep. Special shout out to my dad. He does a lot. We kind of got a daughter-dad duo going on. My grandpa, UTEC, comes to Wilmot races, and then obviously my mom and my grandpa Ingram come to a lot of races. My sister Mackenzie.
So it's you and your dad mainly then?
Yep. Me and my dad go everywhere together.
Great. Glad to see Scott here tonight as well with the race car. Logan, when it comes to racing, how much attention did you get, in a big way, for the great performance you had this past weekend, finishing top 10 in both World of Outlaw A-Mains in Wisconsin? That'd be a huge boost for you and awareness, if nothing else.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it was insane. I mean, the first night, obviously, Plymouth, they broke a record for attendance there. They just got a bunch of new bleachers, and they filled every single seat. It was incredible. I mean, it was just standing room. And yeah, I mean, 2 great nights, like you said. Charged from 13th to 8th at Plymouth, and got my first top 10 with the World of Outlaws. And then Sunday at Angel Park, I went 17th to 10th and picked up the Hard Charger Award. So, 2 really great nights. 2 good nights for merchandise sales, publicity. That's always great. So, I mean, we sold so much. We just got a new order of hats in for the weekend, and we sold out at Plymouth, So it was amazing, though. I mean, just seeing the huge line of people, coming to our car when the night was over, it was amazing. I mean, I had my suit on for, I think, like 2 hours after the feature, just talking to people until no one was left. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. And people may not realize the crew consists of you and your dad and whoever shows up.
Yeah, just, usually me and my dad and my brother, he's not at college anymore, so he's always helping out every weekend. But, yeah, I mean, during the week, just me and my dad in the shop every night.
How many nights of racing are you going to put in this coming weekend?
This coming weekend, we got 2 at Outagamie and Shawano, so 2 tracks I've never been to. But, I mean, that isn't really a problem for me, running go-karts and a lot of stuff. Earlier in my career, I kind of learned to adapt to stuff pretty quickly, so new tracks usually aren't that crazy. Just another new place and always having fun.
I got my eyes on this race, not only because I have a poster, but it's the Larry Hiller Memorial. It's coming up July 10 and 11, World of Outlaws at Wilmot Raceway. Is this on your schedule?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I mean, anytime the Outlaws are in town, we're always going to go. We skipped it last year, and I thought that was a mistake. We came this year, and yeah, we're definitely coming to every single one when the Outlaws come now.
What kind of incentive does that give you, knowing you had a good piece this weekend? It's a different racetrack. Your car might be 4 degrees different than it would be today when it comes to July 10th and 11th. How do you chase after that? How do you keep going? And how does your learning curve accelerate racing with national teams?
I mean, it accelerates so much, running with guys that have that much experience, and they have 90 shows a year, and they've been on tour. I mean, Donnie Schatz, he's been on tour for forever, 10-time champion. So, running with those guys, it teaches you a lot, especially running, closer to the front. You get to, know how these guys start to race, and then you can kind of get your racecraft similar, on par with them, and just, how aggressive they drive, kind of taking that into maybe local shows, just anything. I mean, it's incredible how much you learn running with those guys. So, and then like car-wise, just keeping up with maintenance, putting the work in the shop. Me and my dad always say, races are won in the shop, So you just keep putting in the hours, making sure everything's perfect, touching every single nut and bolt on the car, and then go out and play.
Who's all supporting you? I know Oak Creek Automotive has been a sponsor for several years now. I recall seeing them on your wing maybe the first time at a car show somewhere, indoor car show.
Yeah, I know Bobby's been supporting us for years now, so glad to have him here. Ludwig & Sons Trucking, KSI Supply, Simpson Racing Products, Bailing Racing Equipment, A&F Roofing, that's a new one for this year, Hefner Racing Products, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Jack's Helmet Designs, R&H Racing Equipment. Scotty's been great to us this year. We've had a couple nights, where we've had, things not go our way and we need some chassis repair or rear ends checked out, and he's gotten right on the ball for us. So, yeah, he's been great for us the last couple years. Factory King Shocks, Maximum Chassis, Rod and Supply, King Racing Products, Box 3 Media, North Star Powder Coating, Kistler Racing Engines. We got some bad fast engines this year. Definitely showing that off, and Metalcraft. So many people that are helping us out and getting us to the track every single weekend. It's amazing.
Cool. In this segment, Chris, the last word is for you. I want to know more about the Kids Club, because people are looking at, okay, summer's here. If I go to the track at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and the feature rolls to like 10 o'clock, what can I do with my kids while we're at the racetrack? You guys have some really cool things going on.
Yeah, so every week there's something different going on. Either we did a candy drop, we did a bike giveaway this year already. There's Power Wheel races coming up. Actually, I think that might be this weekend is Power Wheel races. You have to check the schedule. But every weekend there's something going on. Natalie and Allison worked all winter long coming up with a lot of different things for the kids to do, because the kids' attention span isn't that long sometimes. So there's coloring contests. There's a section set away for that. They designed some shirts that it has the picture of the state of Wisconsin on at Wilmot Raceway, and the kids can get autographs right on the back of the shirt. There's lines, there's like 50 lines for the kids to walk through the pits. have their drivers autograph them. There's a bunch of different events still to come up that haven't been released yet, but we're trying to do more and more with the Kids Club to keep the kids entertained. So and the Kids Club is its own merchandise trailer. Everything is kid geared in it, from pullback cars to hats to flags to kids T-shirts and all that stuff. So it was something Natalie was really passionate about and really wanted to see happen, and Allison and her worked a lot on it, and they made it happen.
It's happening, yeah.
It's growing, and we got a lot of help. Rhonda Sexton's been in there a few nights working it, and it's all volunteers that are stepping up to run the Kids Club, and I can't thank them enough. And every week, it's just going to get bigger and better. So.
And thanks to CK Contractors, we're taking our show on the road to Wilmot Raceway on Tuesday night, June 30th. It's a points race because we're not racing on the 4th of July that weekend. We're racing on a Tuesday night, 4 divisions of racing. We're going to be talking to a bunch of drivers before that goes off. We're going to be there before the gates open and probably start our show around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And you'll be seeing cars and hearing cars probably before 6 p.m. that night. So looking forward to hanging out with you guys at the front gate again. It's always a good time.
Yeah, it's always a great time. I'm glad you guys can make it down, and it's a lot of fun.
How about a big hand for Chris Klemko, Trinity UTEC, and Logan Julian. Thanks for being on the show, guys. Really appreciate you taking time.
Thank you.
And it's a busy part of the year. We really want to thank you for being here. It's Oak Creek Automotive Night. We're hanging out with Bobby G and his girlfriend, Sandy. They share the same birthday. So come on down and help celebrate with all the racers here at Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road. We're coming right back with more.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
It's back and bigger than ever. Slamfest 1 slams into Swinger Speedway Saturday, June 13th. Don't miss hours of mayhem and destruction. The B-Track Barrel Race, School Bus Figure Eights, Rockstar Rust Thrill Show, Little Switzerland Ski Race, Trailer Races, and other mayhem. Gates open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 6:30. Rain or shine, this event's going down. All seats reserved. Tickets go fast, so get your tickets now at SlingerSuperspeedway.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
Race car components for gearheads in Beaver Dam is your race car parts destination. Anna Gerke and the Gross family of racers stock thousands of parts for short track racers on dirt and pavement. Race car components is the manufacturer of championship-winning Copperhead gears. Save on the shipping cost of MD3 body panels. Parts in stock. Get your G60 Hoosier tires siped, proved, and signed. See Anna in the Gearheads Parts Van at Gravity Park. Visit Race Car Components for Gearheads.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday evening. We're hanging out on Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek, 812 West Oakwood Road in Oak Creek. A lot of great places to eat, but this is one of the best in the area. Just south of the airport, just off of the freeway, just south of Ryan Road. Easy to find, 812 West Oakwood Road. Even people from DeForest, Wisconsin can find the cellar in Oak Creek. Hey, this portion of the show is brought to you by our friends that really help us a bunch. Midwest Truck Series. It's their efforts that help us, and amongst our other sponsors, make this show possible. This show is brought to you in this segment anyway by Midwest Truck Series. They're supported by Widener Automotive and Gandard Chevrolet. The series is back in action this Saturday night at Marshfield Motor Speedway, competing in the last ever Bob and Bev Ashburn Memorial with Tundra Superlates and Legends. For the latest info on the series, stay tuned to our show and visit MidwestTruckSeries.com. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Glad to have you with us. We have a special guest joining us. He's driving as a famous name, last name, making his own headlines. Let's welcome in Kawicki Driver Development driver. 16 years of age. Sorry, I almost got the age wrong. 16 years of age, third-generation racer, Penn Sauter. Penn, welcome to the Racing Roundup Show.
Yeah, thank you. It's cool to be on.
We are excited to have you. Your dad, Johnny's a long time involved with Oak Creek Automotive, Richie Waters, all that stuff. And here you are racing a Bandolero, doing really well. And that was, 2 years ago, and now you're kicking butt in super lates.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey, you could say. Me and my dad have been pretty much through it all together since the start of my career till now. So without him, nothing would be possible, really. So
you've actually got a chance to race a lot of big races already. The All-American 400, racing 3 different Stars races last year, 1 here in your home state of Wisconsin. You're focusing now on the Midwest Tour. For the racers that may want to take a bite of that, there's a lot that goes into that. That may be weekly racers that maybe run 1 or 2 races a year. But this is the second year you race this full time now. What kind of effort does that take?
Oh, yeah, it takes a lot of work. Probably 72 hours in the shop a week. It's really tough, At least now we kind of got a little bit of a month break, I'd say, till we get down to Hawkeye. But it's been tough. We went to Jefferson and then Norway within the span of 3 weeks. So it took a lot of work, but I got the crew that was able to do it.
And you snuck in a couple of other races as well. Where else are you racing this year?
Yeah, kind of all over the place. Thursday I'm going to go up to Kaukauna for the red race. The last couple of weeks we went up to Tundra for Kaukauna. And then, we went to Dells for a Live for 5 races. It's kind of a super mixed schedule. We've got the Madison ASA race coming up in a couple weeks, so looking forward to that one too.
When it comes to these races, I think there's a method to the madness, right? Like you went to Slinger on May 17th to race a super late. I'm guessing that's probably to get tuned up for maybe the Slinger Nationals, maybe the ASA Stars race on Father's Day Sunday?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to run the ASA race, unfortunately. But, yeah, the Slinger Nationals is a big one circled on my calendar. I've wanted to win that ever since I was a kid. So if we can hopefully put together a good package to go run that race, that'll be good. Got my first bite into it last year a little bit. Had some issues, but overall, yeah, looking forward to that one, and hopefully we build a big enough notebook.
And how open were your eyes? I know it's a hard question to ask now. It's just 3 years removed from racing a Bandolero, but when you raced the Bando, you traveled a lot of different racetracks. You were the added division, but there was super lates going on, there were late models going on, Midwest Truck Series races going on while you're racing at certain racetracks. Did you take any of that away when you first started racing big cars?
Yeah, going to all the tracks is a lot more helpful than you'd think. Going from a 30 horsepower Bandolero to a 600 horsepower super late is more similar than you would think. So just going to those racetracks and learning the techniques of all of them was super helpful. And, it's definitely helped me a lot in my career.
And, Penn, when it comes to racing with more recognition now, not only just the last name because your grandfather Jim and your uncles and your cousins and everybody racing now, you have a cousin now, your generation with Reed driving a truck now. That's kind of neat. You guys are tight. How much fun is that now? Him not just wiping your window anymore like he did 2 years ago. He's actually now racing his own truck when he gets a chance.
Yeah, it's super cool to see his progression, too. He made his debut at Plover, and now he's looking forward to Marshfield this weekend. I think I'm going to go up there and help him. So, it's just cool to be able to see him make his first laps as he saw mine. He's been there for pretty much all my career, my first Bando win, my first limited win, and all my super races almost. So, to have him start racing now is super cool. Obviously, we got AJ and just a couple other ones in my family still racing, so it's cool to have that connection, I guess.
Yeah, they have to go Michael Sauter, then we got to go Travis, and we got to go Tyler, we got to go, everybody has a certain part that they want to win. You're in a position now with really good equipment to win. How much pressure do you put on yourself knowing that Duke and Rhonda Thorson, who own Thorsport Racing, are part of this racing effort to put you in that number 5 car?
Yeah, I'm super grateful for them. I would never be close to a super late if it wasn't for them. So, big props to them. The pressure's there, but at the same time, it's just another race. That's what I tell myself every time I go to the racetrack. So, with racing in these big races, sometimes it can be intimidating, but I feel like we've handled it well, and we've had decent runs at the big races. So, it's cool to have that.
You've been qualifying like a madman. Fast time last year at Oktoberfest. Finished 5th in the race after taking the last position challenge, which would have been thousands of dollars extra. When it comes to qualifying, what do you find is your strength? Because it's certainly showing up on the stopwatch.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's a question a lot of people have asked me lately, and like got the pole last week at Norway and qualified on the pole at Tundra at Kaukauna. It's just something that's always suited me. I'm more of a crazy person, I guess you could say. So maybe those 2 laps where you just got to go was kind of my strong suit.
Is there anything to the Bandolero, knowing you've got to mat that thing and have a perfect lap? Any scrub is going to cost you? Does that help you in a super?
Yeah, I feel like the momentum-based aspect of Bandolero racing obviously helps a ton, especially with 2-barrel racing. It's more momentum than you think. So, yeah, I definitely put that into practice, and pretty much in a Bando, you're wide open everywhere. So, yeah, you just kind of no lift and put them on the dash, you could say.
This is the 11th season of the Kawicki Driver Development Program. It's named after Alan Kawicki, actually funded by his stepmom. For many years, it pays out. It's the only development program that pays money to these racers. Ty Majeski, the first national champion in 2015. Penn Sauter, the only driver from Wisconsin where Alan Kawicki grew up and raced before he won the 1992 NASCAR Cup Series championship. Big fan favorite of everybody here. But you applied to that program, and you are now one of the 5 Fab 5 Underbirds this year representing the Kawicki Driver Development Program. What has that brought to the attention and your awareness when it comes to racing supers with some of the best?
Yeah, it's been super cool. You know, I read Father Gruba's book just a couple years ago and never really put too much thought into the program. And then this winter I just figured I'd apply for it and then got accepted. And it's been a big help to my career so far, just calls, the training calls, the mentors, everything. I know me and you had talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's just, it's a super cool program to be a part of, and I'm loving every minute of it.
And you're the only guy from Wisconsin, so this is where Alan raced all of his short track stuff before he raced the ASA and the USAC into NASCAR. And what crazy idea he had to go cup racing in 1985 after just running some ASA stuff and winning races and championships here locally. What's it been like with fan reaction to you, knowing that you got that number 7 Kawicki Development Program logo on that car representing Alan and the people that saw Alan race many years ago?
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that came up to me and gave me cards, hats, and I'm super appreciative of all that. It's just cool to see the history that they know obviously a lot more than me. Some of them have even worked with Alan, done things with Alan, so that is super cool to me. And it's just been, like I said, super cool to be in the program. My dad's told me things about Alan that I never thought I'd know, so to have that knowledge is super helpful.
And that will continue, no doubt, when you're racing all over the state of Wisconsin for the entire season. Penn, where can we find you on socials?
You can follow Penn Sauter Racing on pretty much Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, anything. And then my personal pages, too. They're more little fun things I do, but yeah.
And you can also follow the Kawicki program at KawickiDDP.com. Penn Sauter, thanks for joining us here on the show.
Yeah, I just got to thank Bobby for having me tonight. Super cool to have Oak Creek night here, and it's been fun.
A lot of fun. We'll be right back. And we'll be right back again. We're right back right now already with Penn Sauter. Penn brought some cool things. Now, he asked, after we do the TV segment, am I talking just to the audience here? We are right now talking to the audience here to entice you to come to the cellar. What did you bring along to give away tonight, Penn?
I brought some koozies with my signature on them. They're kind of cool. And I brought some shirts.
Did you practice that autograph, or is that something that just came out of the grade school penmanship class?
I went to a Catholic school in I guess all the way through middle school. So cursive was a big thing, and then so my signature has definitely evolved from when I first started.
So there's something else that's familiar to me on this one. The S with the swoop all the way to make the tie, the teacup. Your dad's kind of taught you that one, didn't he?
Yeah. I definitely copied him on the Sauter part.
Right,
so
yeah. Well, how much is your dad part of what you do? What you think about? What you act to? What you react to? Is he your main go-to guy?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I pretty much rely on him for everything. He's my crew chief at the track. Sometimes he's my spotter, and sometimes that doesn't go great, but sometimes it's fun to listen to. So
he told me a long time ago, he's like, I don't spot for my kid. I just stand there and listen.
Yeah.
But he does get involved. I know. I've heard him on the radio.
Yeah, he was spotting in Norway, and it went pretty clean that night, so hopefully we can kind of continue that. But, yeah, he's been a big part, and he's been such a huge supporter of me as well as my mom, you know. My dad does all the work, but my mom puts up with it. So that's a big thank you to her and my sisters.
3 younger sisters, they get to go to the racetrack. Do you get to go to, like, dance recitals and ballet stuff to support them?
Yeah, I mean, I went to a couple of their plays and stuff like that. It's fun to watch. they come and support me every week, so I might as well go support them, I guess.
Hey, and your sister Annie actually sang the national anthem last year at Dells Raceway Park. She knocked it out of the park, man. Is she like doing this all the time?
Yeah, she's definitely got more talent in her singing voice than anyone in my family. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Ever since she was a kid, she's sung, and it's been crazy to see her evolve. Now she's in all these big plays, so it's fun to go watch that. Her chase her dream.
Yeah, the neat thing about this is we're about a bunch of racers talking about racing. I've seen Bobby Gudenek work on your race car. I've seen him just get way involved, and it's got to be neat to have those kind of people around you. We talk about how much your dad's a part of this, but there are some guys that he brings. I saw Chico Riedner helping you at Dells Raceway Park, and there's a lot of guys that want to be part of this. It's kind of neat to have that surrounding, isn't it?
Yeah, Bobby's been a big part of it. He's a great guy to have run the jack, and we got Jimmy Lampman, we got Stephen Lee, Max, Reed, like I said. Those are just big people that keep my program alive, and they're the ones that show up every week and put in the work.
How do you find yourself improving as a driver, knowing you've got one race car, you've got a busy schedule, it's all got to finish right?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, but at the end of the day, I know when it's not your day, it's not your day. And sometimes you got to accept that, and yeah, I feel like I've evolved a lot as just being more smart on the racetrack and off the racetrack. So, yeah, it's just a huge thanks to everybody that kind of pushes me to be a better race car driver.
Any sponsors we want to recognize that help you out locally?
Yeah, tsporttruck.com, T-Sport, Ford Racing, Oak Creek, Don's Auto. Those are just Napa of Cheyenne. They help me out, and without them, I wouldn't even be close to where I am today.
Well, it's great to have you here. Thanks for making the trip down. DeForest is not next to Oak Creek. It's a few hours away. So I want to thank you for making the time and supporting your sponsor and supporting a big night here at Oak Creek Automotive Night. How about a big hand, everybody, for Penn Sauter joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks, Penn.
Yeah, no problem.
Make sure you sign our Bob Schrader sign right our backdrop there.
I will.
That's a tradition we got to keep going. And we're going to keep on going in this segment by talking about the world of NASCAR. His dad was a 2016 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champ, Johnny Sauter. He'll be in the pits next time you'll see Penn Sauter at the racetrack, no question. It's time now for the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR Report. Their proud founding sponsor, Joe Gibbs Racing. Visit interstatebatteries.com to find a battery for every need at a dealer near you. Danny Hamlin did it again. A record 11 caution flags did not deter Hamlin, who won the pole but had to start at the tail for unapproved pre-race adjustments. Hamlin tied Kyle Busch's career total win in Cup wins at 63. And Hamlin, after the race, carried a 1-8 black flag with Kyle Busch's autograph below the number in honor of Busch after the race, with the 1 from the stylized 18 on Joe Gibbs' number 18 car that Kyle had all the success with, and the stylized 8 that he raced this year and the last several years with Richard Childress Racing. Hamlin moved into position to take the lead with 40 laps remaining in the 200-lap race and pulled away to win by 11 seconds at Michigan. It was Hamlin's third win of the season. A lap 148 accident, that was scary. Christopher Bell was racing on the outside for second with Chase Elliott. Elliott's car just washed up the track, side-slapped Bell, and literally put him in the wall, and that car stopped. Chase hit the fence, went to the infield. Thankfully, both cars got out okay. Bell took about an hour in the care center and was going to get checked out back home. But, man, crazy to know that those cars go that fast and stop that quickly, and those guys were able to just get up and walk out at 200 miles an hour. Corey Heim outlasted his Tricon teammate, Caden Honeycutt, again in Saturday's truck race. Honeycutt helped push Heim past race dominator and Michigan native Carson Hocevar with 18 laps to go. Hocevar finished third, point leader Lane Riggs fourth, and Chandler Smith fifth. Nina's Ty Majeski had an early race wall scrape, then compounding issues knocked him out of the race early. Ty dropped one position in the points to seventh now, heading to Pocono. This weekend, the Cup Series, Truck Series, and ARCA are racing at Pocono Raceway. The Tricky Triangle, I'll be there Friday working the ARCA race live on FS1 at 2 p.m. Central Time. Saturday at 3 p.m. Central is the time to record the CW18 performance on CW18 Milwaukee of the O'Reilly Series race with Amazon Prime covering Sunday's Cup race starting at 2 p.m. Central with the green flag soon after. Congrats to all the winners this past weekend at Road America. It was a big June Sprints weekend, and I'd like to remind you again, Father's Day weekend, huge weekend of racing. Indy cars coming back to Road America. Find out more details about how to get in with your kids, 16 under free, at roadamerica.com. We're now joined by a couple of champions. I wanted this to be a champion segment. They're sponsored by Oak Creek Automotive, but what better way to celebrate a six-time Midwest Truck Series champion, James Swan, and celebrate with another champion. 7 times we think he won a championship at Badger Car Club's Millwright Raceway. Let's welcome in James Swan and Mojo, Little Mojo, Mini Mojo, Jacob Majeski. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for having us.
I like the idea that we can just talk about championships. They're easy to win, right? They come left and right. Midwest Truck Series, 6-time champion, James Swan.
It's been a while. We've been struggling.
But got a new truck now. Got a new truck.
We do. And, we're still learning it. It's getting better every day. Just trying to figure it out. We got a couple little things that's not normally the way I do it, but we're getting there.
So it's the chassis that changed most for you.
Yeah, Andrew Morrissey built this new chassis, same thing that Grant Griesbach has. Yeah, like I said, it's just a little different than what I'm normally used to. Just figuring it out.
When it comes to racing, I was only at one Midwest Truck Series race thus far at Madison International Speedway, big half mile. I was waiting for okay, James is saving something. And my goodness, you had no time. Everybody around you was as fast as you were.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
We're all the same. It's pretty close. There were 10 of us.
Yeah.
10 of us in the
Yes.
1900s. It was pretty close. It comes down to luck now in the Midwest Truck Series. You know, you got to be in the right lane at the right time, and you got to have a good restart. Caution comes out at the right time. That's about the difference because we're all so close to each other. But it's awesome. It's really good. It's great for the Truck Series. There's 33, 34 trucks that are coming every week now, and we put on a great show, and it shows. It's been a long, hard fought for John Wood and his series, but his staff. But they've done a good job.
With everything that's different, and this is another theme for this segment, with things that are different for you, how important will getting to the track at Marshfield? Like, we got to go, boys. We got a different truck. We've been here before, but this track is the only thing similar to what you may be working with to win that race on Saturday.
We've done very well with our old truck there, and oddly enough, I put the exact same setup in it, so we'll see how it actually works.
All right. Inside scoop there, inside talk.
Yeah.
Jacob Majeski joining us now. We talked about the championships, Jacob, but you had a big change in the offseason. Switching teams, what's that been like, racing with the new manufacturer with the chassis?
BST has been great to us. New chassis, I love it. Way softer.
What does that mean?
Flexes more,
Okay.
and the brakes on it are way harder than the Merlin. You hit them and it locks up right away. So I'd just like to thank BST Racing Team for giving me that opportunity and hope to keep going.
We know where James is racing. Go to MidwestTruckSeries.com. Where are you going to be racing this summer?
Badger Kart Club and then Route 66.
Okay, that's a traveling series. You've done a lot of traveling across the country, but this team, where are they based and how many teammates do they have when you go racing this year?
The team just started. They're doing the Route 66 and some national. They're based like on the borderline of Illinois and Wisconsin. Search up BST Racing on Instagram and Facebook.
And this coming Sunday is a points race for Badger Car Club. It's also the first of 7 races, what they're calling the Junior Summer Series. You're still a junior racer, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a series within, correct?
Yeah.
How much fun is that, knowing you can race for overall points and for a separate championship that you won? Your dad told me both classes last year you raced in. You won the summer championship.
Yeah, it's fun knowing that you can at least win another championship within the normal series. And if you don't win the other one, you can win one, you know?
How many years do you think you've been racing against the same core Badger Kart Club or same core Route 66 racers that are your age or a bit older or a bit younger?
I've been racing with them since I was young, and it just carries along. Same people for 5 years, and I get to know them more.
Talk about the competition. It's got to be pretty tough, right?
Yeah, I get to adjust to their power and how they can do their stuff.
Tendencies, you know he's going to cook it in turn 1 if you give him a little whatever it is. I mean, that all adds up, right? You're kind of a veteranette going about this.
Yeah. You get to know their line more and all that too, you know. Defending, last lap battles, and all that.
So with a softer chassis, more flex and more brake, I'm guessing you like going deeper into the corner? Is that an understatement?
Yeah.
Like, give me all the way in. Give me those Formula 1 brakes now, baby. I can go all the way to the 1 marker, not 3.
Yep.
Does that change your ability to make passes? Or are you still learning through the process so far?
The OTK, it's way more like technical. It's more stuck, kind of like to the track. I feel like I'm way quicker, and I feel like I can trust the kart more.
See, that's why I put these guys together, because James is going to tell me the same thing. How's your truck feeling, James?
It's not as good as I was hoping. You know, we've had really, really good race trucks for a couple of years now, and to try to be the same as that is it's a huge step. So yeah, we're getting there. We will get there eventually. Just going to take some time.
And it's a busy schedule too.
Yeah. In the meantime, we've been playing with the stupid late model. I bought a car to part out from Jamie Wallace, and decided I was going to race it. We went to Slinger and finished on the lead lap, which I was pretty happy with. So now we're going to take it to Kokana on Thursday for the red, white, and blue. Thought about doing that. Now it looks like it's going to rain, but we're going to try to do that. I've never done that, so I figured it sounds pretty cool. Katie can get the time off of work, and we'll see. We were going to take.
How about your boss? Is your boss going to let you off?
Oh yeah, she'll let me off.
Okay, I mean the JK Tools.
Yeah.
She's part of the boss. Yeah, you're the other boss.
Right. Actually, all my customers are my bosses. Most of them let me off. They like talking about the racing and hearing about it. So
yeah,
we were going to take the sportsman car, which I have out here today. We're going to take that to Madison for their Misfits races. It's basically any stock frame, any engine, 8-inch tires. You have to go slower than 20 seconds. So really no rules. Just go as fast as you can. Just don't go faster than 20 seconds. Thought that was kind of fun. Thought it'd be neat. You can run a fabricated chassis, but you got to run a 602 engine like we run the trucks. So they run all of them together. They could be modifieds, could be trucks, could be late models, could be sportsman cars, could be anything. Street stocks, anything runs all in the same class. So we thought about doing that, but that rained out a couple weeks ago. So we might go again in a couple weeks. We'll see. But we're just going to try to hit them all, see what we can do.
So with all the experience you have, and this is again a theme segment, championships, all the success you've had, James, I'm sure people are still coming up to you. You're trying to figure things out, but they're also going to bug you about what gear ratio.
Oh, yeah.
Where the line is, what happens when the hot sun comes out after a night practice, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. We've got a lot of people, a lot of new guys in the truck series. Blake Brown, really good in truck series. He calls me every week.
He went 4 wide, by the way, Golden Sands. We saw it on Bill Holland's report. My goodness, what was he thinking? It stuck.
Yeah, it did. He did a great job. But, Blake's a very good race car driver, but it's been so long since he's been at these tracks, he doesn't remember what gear ratio to run. So he calls me on gear ratio. Jeff Olson, Race Olson's dad, calls me. There's a bunch of people call me just, hey, what do you think of this? What gear should I run for this? Do I have to change springs? So it's awesome. I like helping people out. I love racing against good drivers, and the more I can help them, the more we all get along and put on a show for the fans.
Yeah, big time. And Jacob, I know in your racing, we want to encourage fans to join you Sunday at Badger Kart Club's Millwright Raceway in Dousman. When it comes to getting that experience, I imagine there's probably a few kids that are younger than you or maybe older than you but not have the experience that are part of what you get to hang out with. And how much do they rely upon you for knowing track conditions and do you tell them everything?
They ask me a lot of stuff, like lines and all that. They ask me how to do this corner, this, that. Their dads come up to me. Can you teach him on this corner, this and that? I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go.
As long as he's behind you, right? Or she's behind you. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You can follow me. You don't want to pass me. You're not going to pass me, right? I gave you all this information. You can't pass me now.
Yeah.
Hey, who are some of the folks helping you this year?
I'd like to thank BSC Racing, Cellar Pub and Prime, Cellar Pub and Grill, Oak Creek Automotive, Jimmy Latman, Jack's Home Design, Franklin Dental, Franklin Cart, Parker Power Equipment, Kevin Uppall, Simpson Race Products, Brian, Julian, and Millwright.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
We even had some of those people on this show helping you. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you get to go to other races? Or are you so busy with the carts right now?
Both.
All right. What do you like to watch? In the pits? In the grandstands?
Grandstands.
All right.
Kind of short.
Yeah, but, they make places at the fence where you can stand right in front of me and I won't miss a thing because you're here and I'm here and, it would be all right. That's really cool you got that many people supporting you.
Yeah.
How about the family? How do they roll?
Mom does a lot of the work. Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, all of them help,
Yeah, big time. James, you've got a lot of familiar faces helping you on occasion. Just because the awareness. You are aware of what's going on, but you got some really cool people that have been with you for a long time.
We've had a lot of really good help. We couldn't have gotten this far without them. Obviously, my wife, Katie, Dan Minot, Vito, Taco, all the guys that help us in the pits, Kyle Preste, but we've got a lot of sponsors that have helped us for a long time. Obviously, Oak Creek Automotive, Bobby Goodnick's been a friend of mine since the early 90s, probably mid-90s, but we've been friends for a long time, and now he's helping us out, so it's pretty neat to be part of this. We've got PMF Landscape Supply, Bonafide Safe and Lock, R&L Rental Properties, RDW Properties, Leo's Upper Dells Bar, Reed's Marine, IBEW Local 494, Benson Valley Bourbon, XL Concrete Coatings, Oak Creek Automotive, obviously, Champ Sports Bar, Raceway Tap, Skinner Heating and Cooling, 5-Star Race Car Bodies, David Elliott Trucking, 2-Sev Tools, Upper Dells Hotel, Making Memories Travel, and then obviously all my customers at JK Tools.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. It takes an army, for what we do.
On occasion, I see you rolling with your wife, Katie. Do you have other crew members that come and go with you?
Oh, yeah. Dan Minot comes and helps us almost all the time on the truck series. He doesn't like the late model much. Anthony Vito comes with the late model. He likes that a lot. Taco's been hanging out a lot. He'll do both. He'll go anywhere. Kyle Preste usually come with the late model. We just got a good group of guys that just like to hang out and have fun.
Yeah, having a lot of fun with these guys. How about a big hand for James Swan and Jacob Majeski for joining us on the show. Thanks, champs, for being part of the program.
No, thank you.
It's Oak Creek Automotive Night, hanging out with you at the Cellar Pub and Grill, 812 West Oakland Road in Oak Creek. We're coming back with more on this edition of the show. Bill Howland's in the groove, sponsored by Johnson & Sons Paving on the way as well. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Johnson & Sons Paving is an asphalt and concrete paving contractor serving southern Wisconsin and proudly sponsors our weekly Bill Holland in the Groove segment. Trust a team of experts offering a full range of asphalt and concrete construction services for customers from Dane County to Fond du Lac and from Sheboygan to Kenosha County. Johnson & Sons Paving is proud to meet or beat their clients' timeline while exceeding expectations. Homeowners and business owners alike depend on the racers at Johnson & Sons Paving to stay on budget and to get in and out quickly while keeping their property safe and accessible at all times. For all of your asphalt and concrete needs, get started by going online to johnsonsonspaving.com.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Hey there, this is Leon from LD's Barbecue. Open Wednesday through Sunday in East Troy. Not only do we serve your favorites every day, but we also provide catering for graduations, weddings, office parties, and more. Stop in and try our award-winning food, sauces, and rubs. Check us out on Facebook for daily specials. LD's Barbecue in East Troy. Remember, we'll smoke your butt.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Having a bunch of fun with you here on a Tuesday night at the Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek. It's a Johnson & Sons Paving Road Show. Come on down and join us, or come on down at any time to the Cellar. It's great food, great fun, Great atmosphere out here as well. They've got a little stream going on over there with Captain Jack hanging out in the stream. It's really kind of nice. Just a relaxing area with some great food. 812 West Oak Ridge Road is the address. And Oak Creek Automotive's address is South 27th and Drexel in Oak Creek. Join the racing crowd next week for another Johnson & Sons Road Show. We're going to Smoke on the Water in Okauchee, right at the lake. We'll have a full cast of Johnson & Sons paving-sponsored drivers, plus Midwest Truck Series winner Aaron Moyer. And John DiPiazza is going to stop by to talk about drag racing and his wedding reception that was at Smoke on the Water. Our schedule page has the address and our latest show locations. We're back at Polly's Pub and Eatery in West Allis on Tuesday, June 23rd. Here's a reminder to watch or set your DVR to watch our Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show. It's called the Racing RoundUp Show. It's on Saturday mornings at 11:30 a.m. on CW 18 Milwaukee. We want you to also know that it's available during that time slot to watch online at CW18Milwaukee.com. There's a re-air as well, Saturday night, Sunday morning at 2 a.m. It's time to recognize our Anderson Maple Syrup Racing Short Track Spotlight drivers right now. We're going on the dirt side. Anderson's is proud to sponsor and support World of Outlaws sprint car racer Bill Baylog. Try Anderson's in your coffee or tea or on vanilla ice cream. Buy Anderson's Maple Syrup at your favorite grocer, or you can shop online at andersonsmaplesyrup.com. Please help me welcome this week's Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Spotlight drivers. They are fast. They race all kinds of different cars on the dirt. Let's welcome in Cody Potter, races with Al Atkinson in street stock. We got Brendan Ostrowski's modified out front. Brendan's sitting right next to me. And on the end over there, Tyler Davis, everybody, with the 360 sprint car. Let's welcome you guys all to the Racing RoundUp Show.
Thanks for having me.
How's it going, guys?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Jim.
I think Brendan's car was parked here since noon today. How'd you get off of work so early to bring that thing down, man?
I'm very fortunate to work for a great group of guys who lets me go racing whenever I can, I guess.
All right. And I see Al brought the car down. I thought, okay, Al's got the car sitting there. You guys actually were in the remote lot. Then you were moved to the front row, Cody. How much fun is it racing with Al Atkinson?
Oh, you don't even know. Sometimes he gets me, he's always got me on my toes.
Well, you're kind of used to that with Dad, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. He pushes me probably just as hard as my dad.
Cardell Potter, longtime racer, likes to build 57 Chevys these days. How'd you get connected with Al?
Oh, well, just racing against them with Courtney and all them over the years.
Yeah.
And they just asked me to fill in for the year, and I couldn't turn it down.
Awesome. Family operation as well in the end over here with Ty Davis. I know your dad, Kurt, has been involved with your program big time this year. Tyler, how's your season been going in the 360s?
Yeah, we've been knocking out a few top fives, and we've been finishing in the top 10 just about every single week now. Having Dad behind the wrenches has been a huge help to our program. And, you know, Jim, we're ready for a win here. We kind of have sucked, to say the least, in qualifying. Just have had some struggles. And
for those who may not know, how much did that set you back? Because you were there fighting the rest of the night to get somewhere, right?
Yeah, so qualifying is the biggest part of our night now. It sets up, like you were saying, the entire night. If you don't turn a good lap, you don't get to start in front of one of those heat races, which means it's harder for you to make one of the features. And it just kind of sets you back. If you finish further back in the heat race, you're going to start further back in the feature, and that means more cars to pass. I think I've probably passed the most cars in the MSA 360 series this year so far. That's a cool stat to have, but also not the greatest, because that means at one point in time in the night you kind of sucked. So we're good and happy to be passing cars, but it's really crucial to get a good qualifying time, especially if we want to get a win here pretty soon.
Where are you racing this weekend, Ty?
We'll be at Plymouth, so the Badger Midgets will be there as well. Logan Julian was up here before. We had raced alongside the World of Outlaws this past weekend. I ended up being the hard charger, going 15th to 5th. That has kind of seemed to be the...
We got a hard charger fan here, by the way.
Yeah.
Anytime we say hard charger, we
thank you.
Yeah.
But that kind of seems to be how our season has gone. We have started further back in the features and just have been pushing towards the front. Would just like to kind of maybe start in one of those first couple of rows to maybe knock off a feature win.
Could happen this Saturday at Plymouth Dirt Track. Brendan, I know that this racing takes a lot of effort. I know your family is way involved. Your dad, Leroy's here tonight. Your girlfriend, Erin, is also part of the program. You've been working hard at this. Where have you been racing lately with that modified?
Lately, we've been at 141 in Seymour. That's where a majority of our time is spent. Last weekend, we were at Plymouth, knocked out a third there. That was our second trip there this year. We're there a couple more times.
Yeah,
but,
great.
Mainly those northern tracks, kind of IMCA territory for the state. So that's where we're normally.
How do you choose your schedule?
Kind of for me because I don't run for points. When those schedules come out, I try to group as many shows together, but try to hit the more important ones. So this weekend we're at the Clash at the Creek. It's $10,000 to win IMCA Modifieds, where there is a support class. I run a sport mod, but kind of just pick and choose some of those bigger paying shows or some of the more important ones and try to group dates together. That's how I'm keeping it kind of cheap this year. So
it's no easy task, though. I've been watching when I can. I've not been to 141 in a few years, but I watched a couple of races on Flow Racing when there's been support divisions there. That's their streaming service. It's hard to get around somebody there. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to pass a single car.
Oh, for sure. We get in my class alone, we get about 30 to 60 cars on any given weekend. It's not uncommon to run 3 B mains, and it's a tough field. I mean, you're lucky to lock into the A main in the heat race, and they normally take top 3 out of the B main. So if you start in the back there, that's a tough place to try to dig yourself out of a hole.
And you must feel like if you're running 5th or 4th, you're like, oh man, give me 3 more laps. Give me 3 more laps. You see the white, and you're like, oh man.
Oh, for sure, especially there because both corners aren't the same. One is a big sweeping corner, and then turn 3 and 4 is just a sharp hairpin. So if you struggle in one corner, you're normally good in the next. So it just depends on where the timing lines up, and you pick and choose your holes when you can get them.
And sport mods do not have the horsepower like the 360 does, nor the what we call the A mods. You really got to keep that thing wound up, don't you?
Oh, for sure. So we run 602 crates in those, and then I run an open motor. Open, I guess you could say.
Okay.
It's a claimer motor. It's you can claim, I guess, another guy's motor. There's not a lot of that going on.
Sure.
But we're very under horsepowered compared to them. You don't need a lot of horsepower on the dirt side of things, but it definitely helps when the track's there. So especially in the heat race, it's hard to dig out.
Big time. Street stock racing with Cody Potter's got to be fun. How new is the chassis to you? How much fun is it now that you're settled in for the season with these guys?
Every car is different, This car itself is obviously a different chassis than I'm used to, but been dabbling into the stock cars and all that other stuff, so a lot of moving parts in them, just like the mods. So, I mean, got a lot of racing experience, so it kind of just takes me a couple days and usually catch on really quick.
Where are we going to find you racing this weekend?
We might go up to 141, I think.
All right. Where are you racing this weekend, Brendan?
141, Clash at the Creek.
Okay. That's during the week, or is it the weekend now?
It's the weekend. We're there supposed to be practicing Thursday and then race Friday, race Saturday.
Cool. Brendan, you go first. Who's helping you with that modified this year?
So I got John Benke. He's been my crew chief for quite a while. Crew chief Charles. They kind of bounce ideas off of each other.
The John Benke?
The John Benke. ASA John Benke.
Hey, Johnny.
There's Johnny. My dad, he's always been crucial in my program. My girlfriend's Uncle Mike, my girlfriend Erin, my mom. We have a great group of guys. I couldn't do it without them. Of course, my partners, Oak Creek Automotive, Express Towing and Recovery, Beautied by Kiera, just a bunch of great guys on the car this year.
And as far as family traditions, we talked to Penn Sauter about his family racing as many times as they had across the state of Wisconsin. When they see an Ostrowski above the door, or they see you on the racetrack, or they see you on a race monitor, like, I wonder whose kid that is, because your family's been involved in racing forever.
For sure. So the first question normally is, are you Pete's kid? No. Then it goes to, are you Leroy's kid? Yes. And then that's where the conversation normally takes off and spirals.
Are they looking for the little rat tail mullet back there? You ever grown one of those?
I'm going to pass on that
sure?
one politely. Sorry, Dad.
I've seen the look.
Sorry.
I've seen the look. Yeah.
But no, it's great. We're celebrating 60 years this year of Ostrowski Racing, so it's a big year for us. So we're really trying to lay into that.
Where can we find you on socials?
You can look up Ostrowski Racing on Facebook. Otherwise, we always try to use the hashtag TeamOSR.
Team OSR, got it.
Yep. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Find us on pretty much anything. So.
All right. When it comes to your racing, Cody, I'm wondering if you have a chance to just get that ability to say, we want to do this more, we want to do more often, we want to get people out there. Who are the people helping you get to this point this year?
Well, I got to thanks for Al and Sue for giving me the opportunity to drive the car. My girlfriend, Justina, she's always helping at the track. I'm always bouncing ideas off my dad, so he's always there, even though he's not always at the track. He's been doing a lot of late model stuff, so
yep.
kind of just spending a lot of time on the phone with him. Other than that, my mom behind the scenes. Other than that, that's about it. I got Bobby at Oak Creek, Bruce Dahlgren, Don's Automotive, and then Chuck Berry. Those are the sponsors to help us out.
Awesome. Anywhere on social we can find you, or we need to see you at the racetrack to hand you dollar bills to pay for right rears?
Just Cody Potter. Cody Potter Racing, I think, because my mom still has a Facebook on her.
Cool. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Tyler, you've got some folks that have been around for a long time that helped your dad. They're helping you.
Yeah, we've had quite a few people. So we'll start off with our crew. We got Hef, Eddie, and Michaela. We got Boomer and his wife, Danielle. That's my cousin. We got Bob and Mike, who have helped my dad. I think together they have over 100 years of racing experience if you combined it. We have Dave, who's out here. Dave does a little post for us every single week. He does a little write-up for us at the end of the night and kind of updates everybody to let
That's
everybody.
important, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's huge for the social media side of things. And then we have a huge list of people as well. We both have Jenny and Jenny as well. They help out on the crew. My sister, my dad, he's kind of behind the wrenches. My mother, Uncle Andy, and my girlfriend Hannah, she helps out a lot, has helped out organize and kind of revamp my program this past winter. So I have a huge list of people that help me out. First off is my wing rider. So we started a wing rider program where you can pay $68 to get your name on the race car. It just kind of helps out some of the local people if you've ever wanted to have your name on a race car. It's a pretty easy way to get on there. We have RC Trailer Leasing, Stone Mountain Access System, Chances Bar and Grill, NNS Towing. We had M2 Deck. M2 Deck and Enclosures. They stepped on this past week for the Outlaw Show, so they were a huge addition. Bobby G at Oak Creek Automotive. Bobby always gets my emissions done right at the end of the day, so shout out to Bobby for getting me in all the time. And he works on a lot of our stuff, so make sure you guys go and check him out. HRP, I'm working out there, working on some rear end housings, doing that sort of thing. They help me out. Huge shout out to them. Christine Hartman, Diamond Gyms, Turk. We have the steakhouse and the motor cars.
Turk's here tonight.
Yeah, Turk was here before.
Yeah.
Rigatoni's, High Quality Contracting, Hoof Farms, FK by Berryman Racing Shocks, Davis Seasonal Services, Spankins Motorsports, R&H Enterprises, Willwood, Weld, Wabam. And then we had another new sponsor this year, Bonafide. So it has been a huge, crazy experience joining Team Bonafide. We are in this little group chat, and obviously one of our drivers had won a midget race this past weekend. And
Will Garrett,
Will was able to win that race and make a feature with the Outlaws. So it's cool to be a part of that team this year. But yeah, a huge shout out to all of our sponsors and supporters. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. And you guys can catch me at Tyler Davis Racing on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, basically everywhere. I do a little Tuesday talk. I was actually thinking about maybe interviewing you here live, Jim, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to
stick around. We got giveaways
time
to do yet.
Yeah. So we do a little Tuesday talk there, and I'm also doing another little TNS Racing podcast with one of my other buddies. So
cool.
Go check that stuff out, and I have weekly updates for you guys. So
great to see you guys progressing.
Yeah,
thanks for being here.
Thanks, Jim.
How about a big hand for Cody Potter, Brendan Ostrowski, and Tyler Davis for joining us here as our Anderson Pure Maple Syrup Spotlight Drivers of the Week. Now you know why. Go support these guys. Go see them and hand them a couple bills. They will take your cash. No questions asked to help them with their racing. We're coming right back. We got to talk about some super late model racing. And Bill Howland's on the way with a huge report. And the Johnson & Sons Paving in the Groove segment still on the way here from Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar Pub and Grill.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Greenfield Gallery wants to buy your racing collection. Do you have die-cast cars from IndyCar, Sprint Car, or short tracks? Greenfield Gallery wants them. If you have old racing programs, racing photos, and negatives, Greenfield Gallery wants those too. Contact Ralph Hibbert Jr. at Greenfield Gallery, who wants to buy your racing collection. Ralph also has an ever-changing eBay store full of racing collectibles. Search Greenfield Gallery. Email Ralph right now to get connected. His email address is ralph@greenfieldgallery.net.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver of Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with 1 truck, 1 employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is Southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's Escorted NASCAR Racing Tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows, too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program. We're rolling on and make a reminder that the next opportunity to go on a Boring Bob Escorted NASCAR Tour is coming up Sunday, July 5th. That's when the Chicagoland Speedway welcomes back the NASCAR Cup Series. It's an afternoon race, so hop on the bus at noon from Gaslight West at 84th and Cold Spring in Greenfield. Easy to find, easy to get to, easy to get on and off that total first-class, hassle-free experience. Bob's got tickets. He's got the bus lined up. Hop on the motor coach down to Joliet and back. Same-day experience, right back to where you want to be. An afternoon race, so leaving around noon or so from Gaslight West at 84th and Cold Spring. Call Boring Bob to sign up or pop by and see the folks at Gaslight West. The phone number for Bob, he's always at 414-321-1307. That's the hassle-free Boring Bob's Escorted NASCAR Race Tour to Chicagoland Speedway coming up on Sunday, July 5th. This portion of our show is brought to you by the racers at Schleifer Auto Body and Sales in Lannon. You can trust them. They're 4 generations of racers doing everything they can to work with every insurance company to make sure your car or truck or fleet of work trucks look awesome. Schleifer Auto Body and Sales in Landon. Check them out on Facebook as well for some of the really cool shows they've got going on, show cars they're building when they get to give a chance between racing in the 410 sprint car world. We're now joined by a couple of drivers. Okay, we've got 3 drivers and a guest. A bonus. Let's welcome in Oak Creek Automotive sponsored Super Late Model stars, Jeff Storm, Ryan Farrell, and the guy on the end over there, Grant Griesbach. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Yep, good to be here. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Another champion segment, if you will.
Absolutely.
Mid-American champ, Wisconsin Challenge Series champ. Grant Griesbach won everything last year, except for the Midwest Truck Series Championship. But you know what? That was pretty fun to watch, man. That was a lot of fun to watch. How you did that last year, Grant. What's the year like? Been a high or a low or a momentum builder from last year's successes?
I think we have the same speed we had last year, just not quite the luck. Obviously, last year we felt like unlimited luck, and the truck we had some mechanical gremlins to kind of start the year as a brand new truck that, from my feel, it's better than anything I've ever drove. So we started real fast. I felt like we had the icebreaker one with the 60 truck. In Madison, we moved from 10th to 4th, and then it died on a restart. We actually had 2 brand new fuel pumps break. So
wow, that
nothing but just bad luck for us.
Well, the good luck's coming this Thursday. You're running the red race.
Yeah, hopefully we can defend that title and the Rich Summers Memorial as well. So Kaukauna is probably the one place where lucks seem to go our way to start. Slinger, we've been, blistering some tires and had some just bad luck things.
So for folks who do not know, you've got a program built with several different operations, right? I mean, your Midwest Truck Series truck is Scott Lynch and Lynch Racing, and they're a great group. You've got your Super Late that you get some help setting up on for Kaukauna. Is it a different car that you race elsewhere as well?
Yeah, so I have a Slinger car, Kaukauna car, two different cars. They look identical, other than some sponsors, but they're identical. Both, two fast race cars that are, set up out of Casey Johnson's shop. So they're maintained at my house, but Casey's the magic touch there.
And the excitement knowing you won the Red White Blue State Championship last year, that's a pretty prestigious list to be part of. The excitement going into what you need to do. It's a 3-race series once a month. That's not a lot of chances they have anything go bad.
No, you can't have any DNFs. You need 3, solid top 5 finishes with good qualifying and dash runs. There's not a lot of room for error. If you have, one minor mistake, it's all over. So we need to be on our game from the start. 51 laps Thursday night, and a lot of great cars coming. Casey will be there too. So there's plenty of good cars, and we'll have some great competition. And hopefully after 51 laps, the GT17's out front.
Sounds pretty good. He might have a couple of outlaws. I'll like to call these guys, Jeff Storm and Ryan Farrell, the outlaws, because, we don't know when you're going to race. But when you go racing, you're ready to go.
Pretty much.
Stormy, when it comes to your race car, I know you want to race at the I'll put it this way. You're not racing for points anymore, are you?
I am at Slinger.
You are?
Yeah.
That's a new change.
Yeah, we're actually ahead of Grant Griesbach at Slinger points.
Nice work.
Let's say that loudly.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't quite do that, Jeff. What was that? What was that again?
We are actually ahead of Grant Griesbach.
Wow, really?
In points.
The defending champion of this.
We're a third of the way through the year, too.
Are you okay with this?
It happens.
It happens, man.
Sometimes you got to let the old guys win nowadays.
Yeah. So, that being said, we're racing Slinger for points.
All right.
And we're going to race Dell's Live for 5 Series, also for points.
Okay.
One's going better than the other, and there's reasons for that. But, Slinger's been great. I never thought that we would do as well as we are doing there. Qualifying struggling a little bit, but, we've got a couple top 5s and some good hard racing with some good friends, so it's been a lot of fun.
It takes a lot of work, too.
Yeah, a ton of work.
We see sometimes on the YouTube channel that you are busy all the time.
Yeah,
family trucking business, working on the race car.
Yeah, I do have a full-time job. I got to fend for myself to pay for this. We got some great sponsors, great backers to helping us out, obviously. But, it's a lot of work, 2 race cars, which we're blessed to have, thanks to Benson Valley Bourbon for all their support to keep us going. But, 2 race cars, this is a ton of work, trying to separate the two. I just feel like I've always said, Slinger, just bad habits, It's just mash the gas and turn the wheel, But I'm learning there's a little finesse there and, signed up for Rookie of the Year. How about that?
As you should.
Yeah.
Never raced there for points.
Yeah, 57 years old.
Right.
Why not run for Rookie of the Year at Slinger?
Dick Trickle did something like that.
Officially age 48.
He can do it.
He was 48 when he went for Rookie of the Year in the NASCAR Cup Series. People think he was in his 70s already. No, it's 48 when he went for
People
Rookie
look younger now than they did then.
Right. Well, Dick looked like he was 60 the entire time I knew him, and that was for a long time. He always looked 60-something. That's kind of exciting. Did they have to make you wear a yellow stripe on the rear bumper?
I don't know. It's up to Kelsey and Travis.
Okay, 10-4.
The answer is now yes. That needs to happen. I didn't know this.
All yellow. Just take a spray can. Like side of the road spray cans.
If you don't do it, I'm just going to come do it when you're not looking, right, so you might as well get her done.
I know a sign guy could probably get some decals.
I like it. But, we're having a lot of fun. It's been going really well. We haven't had a lot of failures this year, which is great. The only really failures we've had is some of these other drivers, young kids that just have absolutely zero respect for anybody at all on the racetrack, and it's very frustrating. And you're like, well, why don't you just, you're going to wreck the guy? I mean, I'm not into doing that, and apparently they are. It's very frustrating. I really don't know what the answer is or isn't, but we've been victim to it. I know both these 2 guys sitting next to me that have as well, and it's been a frustrating deal with some of these younger fellas that just maybe need to get learned up a little bit, if you will. I mean, back in my day, my nose ain't straight for a reason, you know. I grew up racing in the 80s, and you didn't play games. If you did, you got learned up in the back row. So.
And you better be fast wherever you go.
Yeah, you know. So I don't want to dwell on that, but you know, we've had really good fast race cars. Thanks to AEC, you know, we had a terrible luck last year with engine stuff, and our stuff's been flawless so far this year. And I really got to tip my hat to them guys. They always give us the best they got, and we always check box A when we go there, and you know, it's paying off. Things have been flawless that way. It's been a lot of fun racing to be able to not fix stuff and work on your race car. Outside of one of them is pretty tore up right now, but that's the way she goes sometimes. That's just racing, and we'll get over it, and we'll just move on. But, you know, just really got to thank my sponsors here. If you give me a minute, Jim, here.
Sure.
Pennsylvania Valley Bourbon, obviously, great supporter. Duramax Trucking, Oak Creek Automotive is why we're here tonight. Thank you very much, Bob. Breber Music, new sponsor this year, Doormaster, right out of Greendale, Wisconsin.
Big logo on the quarter panel.
Yeah. Love them guys, Steve and everybody over there, all their employees. Great people. River City Lane's been with us a long time. Bruno's Restaurant. Charlie's Resort in Lake Matonga, Wisconsin, up in actually on Lake Matonga in Crandon. Charlie jumped on to help us out a little bit this year. Pretty cool. We got to go down the line here. Reed Racing, Tilton Engineering, Jeff and everybody, 5-star. Bassett Wheel, Weir's Machine, AEC, as I mentioned. Baling Race Equipment. Racing equipment, I buy everything I can from them guys. They're great. Brian and his son, great friends as well. And we go on to my crew. Nate, of course, Nate the Great, Nate Beer, his wife Mandy, Zach Terosian, my son-in-law Jessica, my daughter, Randy Gelden, my spotter, Chad Miller, my tire guy, and John Menden, who was with me 15 years ago, just joined back, and he doesn't know what it's like to even run out of the top 10 yet. Nice. Pretty cool. And, of course, I got to thank my wife, Tammy, for her support and all she's going through right now, and we're still going and still being able to race. So I appreciate everybody and all your support, all my sponsors, and all my crew help. Thank you, guys.
For sure. Ryan Farrell, you've got a helper with you.
What's this season been like with you, balancing family, work, racing?
Oh, it's been easy. It's been so easy. We are moving, and that's also easy. Moving shops in the middle of race season. Ed Holmes used to joke that my shop was RCR North. And I think the new shop is it's in the realm. It's pretty cool. But, moving shops in the middle of race season, highly don't recommend. Had winter not come early last year, we'd have been all right, but we're paying for it now.
Does Hall of Famer Frank Smith know the new address? Because he used to stop by quite a bit at the old shop.
The thing is, Hall of Famer Frank, legend of the show here, and in Wisconsin, he is now going to be about half a mile from my new house. So we are going to have him as a consultant at all times. He thinks I should change to a Ford. He's never wavered from that. And so that hasn't happened yet, but if we don't get this thing handling better, maybe I'll have to change engines to a Ford. I don't know. We'll see.
So you need to buy a lawnmower and a snowblower to make a path to Frank's house.
He'll just drive his vehicle through there. I don't need any of that stuff. He'll just drive wherever he wants.
He's
pretty
got a
much.
few.
I don't think the road is a suggestion for Frank. He'll just drive wherever he wants.
He drove here.
So, and when you won that many races, who cares? Who's going to tell him no? The police?
True.
Who are they?
That is true.
So
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, that'll be good.
Moving race shops, you're moving houses too?
Moving houses, race shops, moving back to East Troy, my hometown. So I heard there's other good racers from East Troy, so we'll see about that.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Questionable.
They're going to be good, whoever they are.
I heard they're okay from Pewaukee too. Pewaukee has some pretty good football
Pewaukee's
players.
okay.
Pewaukee's okay.
I moved to Concord, so that's where Jeff found his tire guy too.
Concord, North Carolina.
I've moved to a race town, to start winning races, and it's worked for me. But no, it's Concord, Wisconsin.
Oh, I didn't even know that existed. Well,
I heard you have
famous now.
I never did till I lived there.
You have a scenic view of I-94, right?
Yeah, I'm right on it. You can see a big white shop with a white trailer sitting right in the yard. So
actually, it's Exonia, but who's counting?
Concord.
I
haven't said that in a long time.
He's Concord.
Yeah, that plane that went from France and back was a Concord.
Concord?
They were fast. They were fast.
Would a guy your age, Jeff, know where Jack's Auto Ranch is?
I might, possibly.
Okay. I live right on that road.
No kidding.
Yep.
Well, how about that? You learn something every day. It was worth getting out of bed.
The best thing about being at the end of the show is you get a few more drinks in before you come on here.
Really?
That's the best part.
I haven't had a drink all night.
Oh, that's tough. We're going to have to work on that. Commercial breaks, man.
We have giveaways after the show. I usually get a nice cold beer to kind of relax and have some fun. Every show we do have giveaways, and we get guys like this on the show. It's kind of hard to say, hey, thanks for being here, but I'm not going to say that just yet. There's a lot of folks that are behind you, Ryan. You've got the associates. You've got our friends at Adams Towing. You've got Oak Creek Automotive. These people have been around for a long time helping you.
Oh, yeah, we got quite the list. I'll blaze through it pretty quick, but Thierry's Race Engines, Mike's been helping me forever. Adams Towing, everybody knows that from the show. Jim Burke Excavating actually helped me excavate my new shop, so that was awesome, and house and stuff. So on-demand transportation, Royce Rossier and Associates, Messenger Racing, Oak Creek Automotive, GTM Services, Diamond Race Wheels, BT Signwriter, the man you mentioned before, Left-Hander Chassis and Performance Part Supply, and High Performance Printing. So also got to, always want to shout out Justin Kane, my dad, my stepdad, my mom. We got all the Patnode family here, Rick, Chrissy, Damien. Damien's not a Patnode, but we'll kind of put him in that group. We got Corey and his dad here. I want to say something about that family. They sponsor us with the Brewers subscription, which is really key this time of year. So I want to thank them guys, Corey and his mom and dad, Wayne, and everybody there. So Brian Dolan, Jeff Sobchak, the Reynolds family, and I got to say something about the Darren Travis, and then my wife. I always forget to say her. My wife and my sister and the close family there. So
and you brought a helper with you tonight.
We got Jack here tonight. Jack, what's your job on the car? Not too sure. I know one job he had, he acquired a headset without telling anybody in the middle of the race at the Dells. So I'm out there wheeling with Jeff, and then we come under yellow, and I hear, Dad, you need to weave your tires a little bit more under this yellow. So that was a little surprising to hear that voice come over the radio, and I had to tell him, hey, that's awesome and all, but let's stay off the radio now, buddy. So that was a first for me, but pretty entertaining.
You talked to Bud about the radios that don't have buttons that work.
He somehow figured all that out and grabbed a radio. And he's
let's see, you're an engineer and your kid's pretty smart, so I'm guessing it's going to happen again.
Trouble.
It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Grant, when it comes to racing, you've got a lot of great people around you. And I can't believe it's been like 11 years you've been racing like stock cars already. But when it comes to the group you have, this is an impressive group that finally has produced the results because they've been with you a long time, and it's like, we got it. And it really is working for you now.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of people that have been in my corner for a long time now, and it's finally paid off.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year on the Johnson Sons Paving Road Show, I had listed out the sponsors for the GT17s tonight with Oak Creek Automotive Night. They're a proud sponsor of the GT60 with the Lynch Racing Machine. So got Angler's Bar and Grill, Major Mechanical, Brinkman Fiberglass Pools, Braking Equipment, Barricade Flasher Service, CJ Painting Solutions, Oak Creek Automotive, Barker Reconditioning, Studio 360, BMRE, Tim's Auto Parts, Jaws Enterprises, AJ Small Engine, Lawford Trucking, Paula and Norman, Dave and Karen, and Bill Davis.
A lot of good people.
The 60 team. So it takes an army to do what I do, and I'm just super lucky and appreciative to have tens or hundreds of great people around me that make this all possible.
So Thursday night, Red Race. Super late.
Yep.
Saturday, Marshfield, Midwest Truck Series.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll be next week, Thursday, for a regular show, or if hopefully the weather stays off, it'll be the Red Race next week. But if not, it'll be a weekly show, and it'll be at Sunday at Slinger with the truck as well, with the ASA Stars. And then July 5th at Slinger next, and the Slinger Nationals. We're really excited. We had that one circled on our list for a long time. It's a race that I haven't gotten the finishes that I think we deserve. So definitely have that one circled and want to be up there contending.
It's going to be fun to watch you at a bunch of those that I get to go to. Ryan Farrell, what are your next couple races?
So, we'll be at the Dells at the end of June. We're kind of taking the most part of June off just to get caught up on all the life stuff going on.
Move stuff.
But then, then you go from there. You got the next Alive for 5 race. I think the Dairyland 100, I believe it is. And so we'll be there for that. I don't think we've missed an Alive for 5 race since 2019. So 2018. So keep that going, and then you roll right into Slinger National season, like Grant was saying, and that kind of feels like its own mini season, trying to prep for that. And you never know what you're going to get there. Sometimes you unload and you're right in the ballpark, and other times it's the biggest headache you ever had, but that's what makes it great. So,
Stormy, where are you racing next?
Yeah, kind of the same. I do a lot of racing with Ryan Farrell here and Grant as well. But, our next race is June 27th, Dells Raceway Park for Dairyland 100 on the 27th of June. From there we go June 5th. Right back to Slinger, try to maintain what we got or maybe gain a little bit here. We've had some tire issues up there, but I'm told they're doing something different with the racetrack. I mean, it's 33 degrees of banking there. I don't, Grant, are they taking it down to I heard they're taking it down to 19 degrees.
Yeah, I measured it once.
Yeah.
I don't want to say what it measured, but it wasn't 33.
Okay, well, I heard they're taking it down to
a little bit of a nerd.
12 degrees of banking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going to redo the whole track and shave it. So
do you have to go through the infield then, like a kidney bean shaped track?
Save the time.
Is this going to be like when they ruined Bristol too, or what are we doing here?
No, I'm kidding on that one, but no, we've obviously had some tire issues up there, and we've been able to maintain. Obviously, we've blistered plenty ourselves, but we've been able to have a longer run car to get to the end of the thing. So look forward to get back there on July 5th, and then right into the Slinger National season. As Ryan says, it's to go do that, it takes an army, and again, to want to thank all my sponsors, because it is not a cheap date to do that at all. So that is our next 3 races coming up, and then from there, I always love to pay homage to Howie Ledau at Madison for the ASA Midwest Tour race, I believe, following that event. So looking forward to keeping our momentum going here, and hopefully we can put that nastiness that happened at the Dells behind us and get some good stuff going. So we got a train coming.
Thanks, guys, for being on the show. How about a big hand for Ryan Farrell, Jeff Storm, and Grant Griesbach, GT17, GT6.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Make sure you sign up, Bob Trader, sign right backdrop. We have something to show you. It's nowhere else. It's only on our show. It's an exclusive presentation of Bill Howland's In the Groove, sponsored by Johnson & Sons Paving. Let's go there now.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the Groove at Dells Raceway Park. We're here for the Trickle 99, race number 2 in DRP's Alive for 5 Super Late Model Series. We've got track champions, series champions, and past Alive for 5 champs all taking the green tonight. That list includes defending Trickle 99 winner Ty Fredrickson in the 36, 2-time Alive for 5 series champion Gabe Summers in the 15. Luke Fenhouse in the 4 car is also a 2-time Alive for 5 champ and won the series opener in April.
I mean, we're getting so close inside the top 5, top 10 nowadays, where anybody can really have a shot at it and win. So definitely got to be on top of our A game today.
Portage, Indiana's Paul Schaefer Jr. is 1 week removed from an ASA Midwest Tour win at Jefferson Speedway. He's never won here at DRP.
On my list of places where I'd like to win a race, right? So we've run in the back in the past, missed races in the past, right? So it's one of those things where, to run up front is special, but to win would be super cool.
One driver in the super late model field raced with Dick Trickle early in his career. Waterford, Wisconsin's Jeff Storm looks back with a lot of memories.
He was a big help to me. Great guy, always upbeat, positive, he was a good guy. I learned a lot from him. Learned a lot about race cars from Dick Trickle, for sure.
Third-generation racer Penn Sauter's grandfather, uncles, and father raced many laps with Dick Trickle. The DeForest teenager is currently linked to another famous Wisconsin racer, selected as a finalist in the Alan Kowicki Driver Development Program.
Yeah, to be from Wisconsin and represent the Kowicki sticker, it's pretty cool. Obviously, Alan raced here. He raced at the Dells. He raced at Kaukauna, all tracks I've been to this year. So to carry on that tradition is pretty cool.
In qualifying, it's the other black 5 car. 2-time defending Alive for 5 champ Casey Johnson with fast time and a new track record at DRP.
It's nothing we were expecting. We actually, we've been changing stuff all day. We had fuel pump issues in practice. We were just hoping we actually made it out there in time. So now my dad got her fixed up quick. We made some big adjustments right before qualifying, and they seemed to work pretty good.
We've got a pair of super late model heats before the 99-lap main event. In the first, that's the 901, usually driven by Portage teenager Alex Hartwig out front. Today, it's 2-time national short track champion Austin Nason wheeling the 901. He'll win the first heat and talk about his connection with this race car.
This thing stays in my shop, and the kid had a graduation party to go to today, and his dad still wanted to race, so we brought it out and see if we can figure out a couple little things to make it a little better for him.
Heat number 2 has the Black 11 of Randy Sargent out front. He dominated the Big 8 late model series last season and takes the checkers here. The South Beloit racer knows what to expect in an Alive for 5 minutes.
Anybody in the top 15 in qualifying has a very good chance of winning this. So, I mean, it's actually a race the whole time. It feels like you're qualifying the entire time here because it's only 100 laps.
It's a 3-car battle for the lead in our Legends feature. That is 2-time defending DRP Legends track champion Ayrton Brockhouse in the 12, leading former champ Dylan Schwanbach in the 27. Running third, Andrew Borntrager in the 15 car. Brockhouse, the teenager out of Shakopee, Minnesota, has led from the drop of the green flag. Schwanbach is out of Poinet, not far from this racetrack. Coming to the checkers, it's Ayrton Brockhouse, one of the winningest legend drivers around, taking the checkers on a night he got it done on the high side.
I've always liked it. I passed everyone on the top except the lap car, actually. But that was the only thing I could actually choose, and I don't think my car was ready for the bottom. We were just pushing tight the entire day, and we just kept fighting the car. Since I could be on the top, I couldn't be pinched down. I could just take as much of the racetrack as I wanted.
NASCAR Regional 602 Outlaws are up next. Brian Johnson Sr. in the 17 and Madison Boreen in the 16 car leading on the first of 35 laps. Johnson leads early. Adam Hansen second in the 2 car. Nick Schneider in the 26. Charlie Bates, 34 car. Tanner Berge in the 23 and John Lemke in the 71 are top 6. And the 17 slows. Trouble for Brian Johnson Sr. He is out of the race. Back to green flag racing. Adam Hansen out front with Charlie Bates running second. Bates is coming off a tough season last year, but maybe his luck is changing. 34 car taking over the lead. It's Bates, Hansen, fast qualifier Tanner Berge in the 23 and former Artgo star John Lemke now 4th. Caution again. Ken Dyer in the 81 and the 67 of Mason Hellenbrand involved. It's been 4 years since Charlie Bates won a feature race, and he's got Berge and Lemke right on his tail. Tonight, the drought comes to an end. It's Charlie Bates, the hometown driver from Wisconsin Dells, with the 602 Outlaw feature win.
Tonight we just had a good feeling pretty much all night, and it's just a huge boost of confidence. Lets us know that we can still get it done, and we can compete with them guys up front. And we're just ready to go and do the same thing next week, hopefully.
Former national short track champion Ryan Farrell in the 80 and 2-time Alive for 5 champ Gabe Summers bring the field to green for the first of 99 laps. Summers leads early, with Minnesota's Tristan Swanson up to second, Luke Fenhouse third, and Paul Schaefer Jr. holding down 4th. Fenhouse and Schaefer will get past Summers, and here we go for the lead. Luke Fenhouse won the Icebreaker 100 here in April. He's a 2-time Alive for 5 champion. Paulie Schaefer's never had a lot of success here, but he's hanging tough on the outside. Behind the leaders, Gabe Summers, defending Trickle 99 winner Ty Fredrickson, and Tristan Swanson, your top 5. Paulie Schaefer making the high side work, but he can't clear Fenhouse. The 4 is strong down low, but unable to make the pass. Ty Fredrickson is up to 3rd, and he wants more. The 36 might be the fastest car on the racetrack, moving into the 2nd spot. Fredrickson making his move to take over the lead. 36 out front, but this isn't over. Fenhouse in the 4 comes back. He'll regain the lead. We have a caution with 11 laps to go. Max Kaler's 17 car involved. We'll restart with Ty Fredrickson and Casey Johnson on the front row. The fast qualifier and 2-time defending Alive for 5 champs been quiet up till now. Battle for the lead and the 36 and 5 get together. Fredrickson goes around. Caution flies. Johnson taps, taking the blame, giving Ty Fredrickson his spot back. Back to green flag racing. It's Fredrickson and Fenhouse battling it out. Paulie Schaefer running 3rd. Big contact on the backstretch. The 36 and the 4. Paul Schaefer Jr. goes around. He's taking over the lead. In spite of the damage, Fenhouse and Fredrickson hanging on to 2nd and 3rd. And after 99 laps, it's Paul Schaefer Jr. winning the Alive for 5 Trickle 99. Ty Fredrickson and Luke Fenhouse not happy with each other. But in victory lane, Paul Schaefer Jr. is all smiles.
when you look it back, you kind of see how we ended up there. You know, it was right place at the right time, but I think it's just, at the end of the day, lesson on respect, and you know what I mean? Use what you can get and do everything you can do to stay in front of a guy, and that's what we did, and at the end of the day, it paid off. Cars in one piece, and live to fight another day.
Paul Schaefer Jr. says he used to be a 24th place driver here at DRP. Clearly, things have changed. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone who makes this program possible. That includes our sponsor, Johnson & Sons Paving. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
Definitely worth the applause, Bill. Great effort there. A lot of action, man. Holy cow at Dells Raceway Park.
Yeah, they're going to be talking about that one for a number of reasons for a long time. But what can't go unnoticed, Paul Schaefer Jr. ran on the high side for over 40 laps. He and Fenhouse, what a battle for the lead. 40 laps side by side. That's great stuff.
It is great stuff, and when it comes to that, that's one of those $5,000 to win. Alive for 5 races. We just talked to our most recent guests, Jeff Storm, Ryan Farrell. They race that race. There's 4 or 5 chances a year. That's it. So these teams are at the top of their game, and it's no doubt that sometimes emotions get involved.
And a couple of things that we weren't able to get to in the piece. Austin Nason and Randy Sargent each passed more than 10 cars and racing their way up into the top 10, maybe 5th or 6th. I'm not sure exactly how those guys finished. I believe half the field at some point in time in the race was in the top 5. There was a lot of coming and going during the course of the night.
Sounds awesome, and it's kind of fun to get that reaction, not just because we want to see the tempers, but more importantly, that's part of the story. That's what people keep talking about. A lot of chatter about that race, and now you get a chance for those who weren't able to attend the Dells Raceway Park coverage. Don't have Pit Row TV for your streaming. Now you get a chance to see it. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Next week, Bill Holland back with more. We're going to Okachi Lake for the Smoke on the Water live remote. I hope you can make a chance to get there between all the other racing you get to go to.
We'll try to have some good stuff for you.
Awesome. How about a hand for Bill Holland, everybody? Thank you, Bill. And if you have any questions to bring in, you love dirt racing as much as I do. Matt Urban joins us now, Oak Creek Automotive sponsored Dirt Modified guy. Matt, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. When it comes to these races, we talked a lot tonight about how much effort it takes to get the car right, to get the fuel right. What's it been like this year for you, making sure that things always right as best you can make it?
It's been a year. We were going to build a new car on the off season, which we did. But things got behind, and luckily the guy I sold my car to, Austin Powers, he let me use my old car for the first 2 nights, which we were able to get a 9th and a win. And then I brought out my new car last week, and we shook it down in Iowa, just a shakedown night Friday night. We drove home Saturday morning, and we backed it up with another feature win 2 weeks in a row.
Awesome. So you don't really know maybe sometimes where you're racing that weekend, right? You're one of those guys.
No, the guy who built it was Brian Rogers and Joe down in Iowa, so that's where their shop is, and we just shook it down on the track next to them, basically, and came back home for our points run and shook it down at Plymouth and got it done.
So when it comes to points racing, how many championship points are you chasing, and what tracks?
I'm just going to focus on Plymouth this year, I think, and then maybe we'll go play at Gravity a few nights in 141, and we'll see how the year ends and go play at some fall specials maybe.
We have some tickets to give away tonight for the Plymouth Dirt Track this Saturday. What do you enjoy? What should you tell the fans to watch for when it comes to modifieds at Plymouth?
A lot of aggressiveness, a lot of sometimes give and take, but it's usually really good racing. Everybody I race with, I respect all of them. We're all pretty good friends, and a lot of them talk, so it's a pretty good group of guys.
And when it comes to racing, you went from pavement to dirt. Are any of your same crew guys with you, or have you had to kind of regroup to focus on dirt?
My buddy Justin's helping me for a long time, and then my girlfriend Taylor has been with me since we started running asphalt, now dirt, so it's been just us two pretty much.
Wow. And the new car, how many nights have you got on it, or how many nights do you think you're going to get on it this year? I should maybe be asking.
I haven't looked at my schedule, honestly. I don't know. It's been a crazy beginning of the season, so I haven't really been on top of a lot of stuff like I have been in years past.
When it comes to your schedule, where can we find out where you might be going, Matt?
I'll be doing more of my stuff on my Facebook page. Will be Matt Urban Racing. Have a lot more stuff, and we're going to have a schedule made eventually and more updating. And just now that we got past the craziness, we'll be able to do a lot more.
Sounds good. Now, when it comes to sponsors, Oak Creek Automotive was on your tar car. Now it's on your dirt car. That's kind of cool. You have sponsors that are with you when you go racing and win races across the upper Midwest.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. Bobby's been with me since pretty much day one. and pretty much all my sponsors. I've gotten new ones along the way, and they've stuck with me, but all my sponsors that were on the asphalt switched to the dirt side. They just support what I do. They said that go do what you want to do, and we're going to support you, whatever type of racing you want to do. We just want to see you do well.
Wow, that's awesome. When it comes to your racing, do you know your schedule for the next couple of weeks? We can try to follow you.
Anytime those B mods will be at Plymouth, I'll be there for sure. And then I'm going to try to do a few random gravity nights coming up in these next couple weeks too.
What do you enjoy about gravity? It's a smaller joint. You got to get it right.
I don't know. I like the elbows up, aggressive racing. I'm a really aggressive racer, which gets you in trouble sometimes, but I don't mind the contact or the small bull rings I really like.
What wheel is more important to keep on the car if you had to push someone with, say, the left front or the right front? Which tire has to stay on the car and working to make sure that car can win if you have to, hit somebody on a fender in the front?
Definitely the right front. You always got to protect that.
All right.
Left front, not so much. We ran a few nights with flat left fronts last year, but if you mess up the right front, you're done.
Gotcha. When it comes to racing, you've had a lot. We mentioned the sponsors. When it comes to the crew guys, that's awesome. You got people that are around you. How long have you been racing overall?
This is my 15th season already.
Wow.
So,
really?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but looking back on it, it's been a long time. We ran 4 cylinders at Slinger between the Slinger Bs. Then we moved up to the Super Bs, ran those for a while. And then I went to the Asphalt late model, ran all over. We ran Golden Sands for a year, ran the Dells for 2 years. And then I finished off at Slinger, and then now we went dirt racing. And I've been at 7 different dirt tracks already in the last year.
And I guess you got to just adapt to it, right? You just got to embrace it. There's nothing you can really say, this is what I learned in my tar car, now I got to do this. Do you enjoy just the opportunity to go racing at different places with the same car?
Yeah, I love the dirt side more. Like, I miss some things on the asphalt side, but switching to dirt is just way nicer. There's a lot less things you got to do. Like, between Gravity, 141, and Plymouth, we really don't change nothing. And it's nice because you can go to any IMCA race in the country and you're legal. The bad thing about asphalt, you can't go from one track to another in the same state without having to change rules, that's their side, and it's what they got to do with, but it's not for me.
Well, it's great to see you here. Congrats on the 2 feature wins already this year. Matt Urban Racing on socials is where you want to follow along and see what Matt could do with that dirt modified, man. Thanks for being on the program.
Thank you for having me.
How about a big hand for Matt Urban, everybody? Thank you, Bill Holland. We've had a great show. Oh, my goodness. How much fun can you have in a given night? We just had a bunch. And congratulations, if you're still watching. You've now watched the longest ever Racing Roundup show on air, I think. Maybe we'll beat it next time we do a seller. Night number 2 coming up with Oak Creek Automotive. Looking forward to having you part of the program. And we want to know what you're thinking. So follow our show on Facebook. Like our show on Facebook. We're on,
Thanks for joining us for our 42nd consecutive season.
We are on Facebook. We're also on Twitter, now X, at Racing Roundup. We're also enjoying the fact that we can go on the road like we will next week at the Smoke on the Water in Okachi. We want to tell you that we had a bunch of fun. How about a big hand for Bobby G and everybody at Oak Creek Automotive making this show possible. Thank you, Bill and Shirley at the Cellar. We appreciate you very much. We want to thank you for being part of the program. Until next Tuesday, set your DVRs, support your local racing, and have at it, racers. Yep. Got TV to do, so stick around. We got some giveaways. I think they're still serving cold drinks, right?
We hope
you
enjoyed our show. Watch Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show this Saturday morning at 11:30 on CW18 Milwaukee and live online at CW18Milwaukee.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Plan now to join the racing crowd next Tuesday and win prizes. Visit RacingRoundupShow.com for our latest show schedule and to watch our shows on demand. Like the Racing Roundup Show on Facebook. Follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of the entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetrack, set your DVRs, have at it, racers.